Hello, everybody, and welcome to Wappleville. And I guess it's happy holidays because we're decorating Christmas cookies. No joke. That's what this is. We got standard. Here, let's get our other ones here. We've got the molasses variety gingerbread, and we also have nutmeg based cookies. I guess it's more of a shortbread type of cookie. We've got, I think, about 9 colors or so of frosting here. Probably more colors of frosting than I ever really use when I'm painting. But we've got these here in plastic bags, and you can see there's a little thing cut out. There's the moderator. So we're live. Hopefully sound is okay, and hopefully people can see what the heck is going on here. But we're just kind of, you can see this, right? I think it's mostly in focus. So we just tried out the yellow there. Oh, let's see what happens with our red. So again, little thing cut out over here. Yeah, let's just not mash the camera straight away. I think we're gonna have plenty of color here. Holy smokes, that's a lot of red. So Kathy, well, she says she's gonna be doing this tomorrow. We'll see. Now, Armored Wolf, just let me know when I'm doing this. Can you actually see the stuff coming out here? Hopefully you can. Okay, there's our red. Looks like, hey, Ryder, how you doing? So, yeah, this is the long-awaited Christmas cookie decoration stream. So, Ryder, I hope that what is today? Is today Monday or something like that? Hopefully that you're having a good Monday. So, what we're just going to do here is just going to do a simple little candy cane right here. We got some white too. Not that we have to do it red and white. I mean, we could do red and green. I got 2 different kinds of blue. Okay, that's good. I've got 3 different kinds of green actually. I got 2 forest greens. Here, let's just see what we can do here with our. I think I've got the holes just about the right size too. I think they're just the right size. So there's your red. We also have our usual little goodies right here. Let's see. Dead Pirate Link says the first time on the stream. I want you to take a minute from primer to finished in one sitting. Convinced you to try oils. Well, we have a slightly different medium today, Dead Pirate. Now, there might later on tonight I might be just going back to the oils or whatever, but this is the long-awaited, long-promised stream. What did we paint in our most recent stream? Oh yeah, it was these guys. So if you go back, I don't know if you saw these. Whoops, these were the most recent stream right here. So we just did this. What is it? Yeah, we just did this Saturday, I think. So yeah, Dread Pirate, I will definitely be going back to the oils to be finishing that my Easterlings and the usual stuff. But tonight is a crazy stream where we try doing some cookies here. I just want to see. Okay, and each one of these is actually like a different consistency. It always happens with the frosting because these. Here we go. Mixing these is just like mixing oils. So here's a link to last year. I think I can put this in the chat here. Let me see if I can do this. No, that's not it. That's not it either. So here we go. Let's try this. Okay, and let's try this. And if you check that out, that was last year's. Well, every year we do this, but that's what the cookies looked like last year. There. And actually, I just filmed the Thousand Suns basing episode. And I'll be editing that later tonight. And those guys will get painted in oils as well. It's where we're going to try out among other things, the magenta fluorescent oils for the first time. So there's a candy cane. We're going to be doing some plaid. We're going to be doing all kinds of crazy stuff here. So there's our white. Now with this guy, oh, you know what? Actually, let's see if we can't do ourselves a little bit of a, I mean, we gotta have a little bit of freehand, right? Why not? A little bit of freehand with our white there. Let's see if we can go back to our black here and give our wheels a little bit of action here. So there we go. Something going across there. And then we usually drop one of these guys right there. So there's some holiday cookies. So Dread Pirate, now did you see I can't really touch too many of these things now. My hand's good. Did you get to see this one right here? Because this one was the stream before that, and this one was really fun doing this lindworm right here. And I realize that's a little bit out of focus because my camera is definitely set for cookies. Oh, So here's this one. We did some custom cookies, needless to say. So our Barrador here, we're going to need some of the frosting to give that a little bit of an assist. So I'm actually going to cut out some of my paper here so that I can try and use that to support it. 1 second. Okay. And then we'll hopefully have some of that frosting set. Hey, Lumberjack Tim and Megan, how you doing? So yeah, that's your ginger Barrador right there. We will at some point make ourselves a gingerbreaderist. Definitely got to do that. So I hope you guys are having a good one. Okay, where is... We got ourselves some soldiers here. Oh, and of course, it's not Christmas time without a tiger too. So yeah, we'll be doing that. Then we also have our... Oh yeah. It's also not Christmas time without the Dauntless Dive Bomber. Hey, Charnel Ground, how you doing? Hey, Queez. So yeah, this is definitely... you can lick this brush. Because well, that's pretty much what I've done many times here now. Alright, so I'm going to get some of these cookies out of the way so that they don't get destroyed. Because I was just about to drop a couple of the frosting bags on top of them here. Also want to try out my green frosting. Just on a simple little tree right here. Oh, hey, Naptime Hobbies. How are you doing? Let's see. The armor, we're just hitting the road and trying to get close to them. Well, Lumberjack, hopefully we got something fun and entertaining for you. So here is a little bit of our forest green. I'm going to try this other green right here. So, like I said earlier, mixing these things is just like mixing the oils. I literally put them in a little container with the frosting, and then we mix the coloring in, and it's just like mixing the oils, and then it goes into this bag instead of a dropper bottle. Let's see, Naptime Hobbies is doing great. Oh, you're baking your sugar cookies tonight? Yes. So now the nutmeg log recipe, since this is more of like a shortbread, whatever, this I can carve and sculpt to my heart's delight. You can see here with the gingerbread, it's gonna kind of pillow out, right? It's gonna expand a little bit. So that's why I love using that for things like the ginger Barrador right here. Now what I am going to do is just throw a little bit of frosting here to use as a little bit of a glue. So let's just do that and give that some time to set here and there. So we'll move you over here out of harm's way. And let's try our green here. Where's our hole? We learned the hard way to cut these holes really, 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 really small. You can definitely lick these brushes. Actually, I think I've probably eaten about an entire bag's worth of this already, maybe more. Let's see. Direct Pilot Run's going to work while painting with the oils. Before I do, I want to let everyone know that Windsor Newton oils are... Oh, that's good to know, Dread Pirate. That is very good to know because you could get your cadmiums that way. You could get some of your pricier stuff. You could get your Terra Rosa. Get your Terra Rosa. So again, that hole's got to be small. The only thing that can happen sometimes, especially since some of these colors are 20 years old right here, you get crystals. And those darn crystals will clog up this little hole right here. So that can sort of happen to you. Now let's see what's gonna see. There's a little bit of a crystal wanting to form right there already. So I'm just gonna make my tree green, and each color, much like the oil paints, is going to have a different consistency here. Each one comes out of the bag a little bit different, and that's actually, believe it or not, that is based on the consistency of the color itself, the kind of the crystals in the color. So here, let's throw something up there just to support something that we can use as a star. I think I'm all out of stars here. I'm gonna look at my decorations here. Yeah, kind of all out of stars, but I do have one of these. Plop. There we go. You have to set those in there pretty good because they sort of want to come out. Oh, let's try some of this blue. Where's my opening over here? Oh, let's see. So at Dread Pirate links 60% off at Michael's. I would definitely suggest getting yourself the Indigo and the Terra Rosa for sure. I don't know if you heard the story from Saturday about where I thought I was mixing myself a container of Indigo, but instead I had Payne's Gray, and I could tell something was going on. Something was not right. And as it turned out, I had the wrong paint. Now, hopefully you guys can see this. I think you can. Just continue our little blue line over here, like so. I actually do have some brown, wherever the heck that is. That's quite the brown right there. Oh, and by the way, if you eat a lot of these different frosting colors, it's not going to be this color brown. It's going to be more like blue or green. So just be ready for that. Lumberjack Tim, I was hoping that this would be fun for people.
So say we all. So say we all.
Hey, I see. Thank you so much for that resub. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Yeah, this is the promised cookie decorating stream right here. I said it was going to happen. And by gosh, it's happening. I really didn't think this was going to be possible, but it seems to be possible. So here, let's throw some ornaments on the tree here, because, you know, you got to do that. Wouldn't really be much of a Christmas tree without ornaments on it. Let's see, what else do we have in our little magic thing of stuff? Let's pop this thing open. I actually just pour some of this out here. So it looks like we got some more red. Oh, here's another white one here. All right, so Christmas tree. Actually, I think I can turn up my light here. I think I can make that, or my brightness anyways. Let's see. Oh, Merry Christmas there, Aussie. Merry Christmas to you, and of course, Happy New Year to you in Mordor, right? So yes, we got ourselves. Oh, wait. We need an Eye of Sauron ornament, right? We need ourselves an Eye of Sauron. So let's start with some black here. Let's see. Aussie has the house full tomorrow with baking, decorating. So Aussie, here, let me throw this in here for you. So this is wrong thing. This is last year's cookie decorating, and we do this every year. So you can check out on the blog. Every year I would post to the blog. So yeah, go and check that out. That's our usual cookie decorating thing that we do every single year. All right, there's our little bit of black there. Now I don't really have any orange. Let's see what we can do about that. Now see how this flows differently than the black? That seriously, I know this is going to sound just like oils, but it flows differently. Just like the oil paints, different colors do different things, right? Different colors do different things. I think the red's probably going to act more like this yellow is going to. Only one way to find out, though. Here, let's see what happens. Yes, sirree, baby, the Eye of Mordor. And the only thing, believe it or not, that we've ever found that really works for this is these stupid baggies. But get yourself a good quality one because the other ones will explode. Seriously, it's happened. I am not kidding. See how this one flows different than the black did and the greens? Let's get ourselves some of our red. Can you see this? Yes, you can. All right, that's good. There we are. Now, let's see if we can get some of our yellow to do something like this here. Like so. Bum, bum, bum. Get that Eye of Sauron. He's a looking at you. Yeah. Eye of Sauron looking at you. Let's see. So, okay, I hope everybody's actually having a good holiday. I know it's not quite there yet. Today actually was our anniversary, so there was that. Here, let's do this. Let's top this baby off here, like so. Of course, when we do the Christmas elves, we don't do Christmas elves, we do Christmas goblins, of course. Let's get that in here. Another one across here. And there we go. So a little bit of Eye of Sauron, but wait, there's more. There's more we can do with this. Where'd you go? Ah, we got ourselves some gold dust. I'm just gonna sprinkle a little bit of that on here. There we are. Okay. Let's see if we can blow some of that off. There you go. Eye of Sauron. Wait, I got more gold things in here. There's more gold stuff in here. I'm gonna try this stuff here. So it's our sprinkle mix right here. Oh, thanks, Lumberjack, and Queez, and Megan, and Aussie. Now this is a first. This has never happened before. All right, contrast, right? So we're talking about, we have color contrast, value contrast, you have intensity contrast, and now you also see this is sprinkle contrast. This is a new type of contrast you've never seen before. This is sprinkle contrast. This only happens at Christmas time. Oh, and by the way, these pictures over here, you can see some of the other stuff that we like to do. So when we bring back our color, look what happens. Look what happens. See that? Do you see that intensity? But now, when you bring back the color, you get that extra layer of texture. That's sparkle texture or sprinkle texture. You only get that at Christmas time. Still at the office right up till Christmas Eve this year. Well, I don't know. I guess we'll have to just keep doing Christmas cookie decorating streams for you just to kind of keep things festive. It's, yes, Lumberjack Tim, it's the newest type. It's the first time ever you've seen sprinkle contrast. So let's see if we can get some of these guys out here. See what happens with this. And we're just going to throw these up here because he likes his gold rings, right? There's some, see, now we just, more texture, right? We need texture all the time. Texture, gotta have it. You know what? Just for funsies, I might actually do this just to see what happens. I'll put this little outline around here. I think that could be fun. Okay, here's another one. Are we going to have to show this cookie every time somebody does a raid? And it says, who enters my domain? And we're going to have to show them this one right here. So here, let's get that one out. And of course, again, we have our Tiger 2. We have our Dauntless Dive Bomber. And then of course, Weeping Angels and Demons. So let's do some demons here. Let's see what we can do for some demon angels right here. Let's get ourselves, and you can, speaking of texture, look at this. We've also talked about, have we not talked about your angle of brush strokes, right? Your directional strokes. Ah, it happens with Christmas cookies too. Directional brush strokes even with Christmas cookies. Especially when they're supposed to be demon angels. Yes, indeed. Different angles of brush strokes here. Yeah, there's another one. Now, I think it could probably use some black wings, right? I mean, there's a demon angel after all. Here, let's spread some of this back into our... Because every time you press on this, it is going to squeeze backwards through the bag. That's just kind of how it is. Here, let's give him some black hair right there. Do something nasty with the eyes. There's some black wings again here. Get some feather texture on these wings. There's some more. Okay, let's see if we can do this over here too. Again, giving it some demon wings. Demon feather wings. Like so. And so. Let's see if we can get ourselves some more. There we are. And here. Gonna get some of these bags out of the way. Almost had that slide right over this. And again, you just now see. I think I don't know. We might have some crystals trying to form right there. Maybe not. Okay. Of course, we've also used these things for. There we go. Oh yeah. Now I wonder if I still have. Yeah, sometimes with these guys here, I'm just gonna pour some of these out. Now, of course, I do have some tweezers here. There's a lot of miniature painting stuff on these, so maybe probably shouldn't use these, but I'm going to. Come on, there we go. Come on. All right, so I think you can see there's eyes on there now. See if I can get a little bit closer for you here. There. Hey, Angry Ham, how you doing? Wow, did we... Yes, this is your pre-glaze. This is an edible pre-glaze right here. You can eat this. All right, where'd my gold stuff go? Oh, no, wait, it should have red. It should have red. Yes, that's what it should have. So, here, let's get a little bit of this out here. Sprinkle texture. This is the new kind of, I don't know, Angry Ham, did you see the sprinkle texture quote there? That's the new type of contrast. Chaz, this is a special kind of edible acrylic paints right here. These are edible acrylics, aka some sugar frosting with gosh, how old is some of this stuff? I swear some of this stuff is 20 years old. And believe it or not, you mix this exactly the same way, pretty much. I mean, minus the odorless thinner, of course. You have to mix these up by hand, just like you got to mix these up by hand. I kid you not. I am not kidding. Here, let's throw a few of these out here, like so. Let's get some. So there's your demon angel right there. I don't know if it's just maybe just a demon, not a demon angel. Yeah, it's about a little. And this is their sprinkle texture, right? Gotta have sprinkle texture. Yeah. Eye of Sauron, demon angels. Oh wait. Where's our Nazgul here? Where's our Nazgul? So there's that. Thanks, Megan. So Angry Am, hope you're having fun, and of course we're waiting for our glue on our Barad-dûr right here. All right. Well, we're gonna need some flamey stuff going on here with our dragon, of course. And of course, your light source is gonna, it's gonna start with the yellow closest there. See if we can sprinkle a little bit of our texture there on our dragon. Now, what sort of a dragon do we want? Do we want a green dragon, a blue dragon, black dragon? I'm going to go with a green dragon here because I haven't used this yet, so I'm using this. Now, of course, I don't know if you guys remember as we welcome it, Beef in the Hole, how are you doing? Well, I think there's going to be, some of these are going to look very Zinchy. I think some of them are going to look very, we'll do it, wait a minute, we'll do maybe we'll do a Zinch elf or something like that. Maybe we'll do something like that. But I did actually film, all kidding aside, Angry Ham, I did film the basing video last night for the Zinch guys. So that actually was done. Here, let's just get some green out on this. So Beef, how are you doing? I'm gonna have to move all this stuff down here. Hey Nessie, how are you doing? Now again, like I said, when you eat this stuff like I did the next day, the colors that you're gonna see, well, let's just say get used to some. You're gonna see some interesting colors. So don't think that there's something wrong with you. You're just gonna see some weird colors. That's all. So you have to constantly keep shifting this stuff down, like so. And I can tell this has more crystals in it than some of the other ones. This is a pretty old color here. I was thinking this almost could have been about, though this could be Smaug. That's what this is. This is Smaug. I know that Smaug was sort of a reddish dragon, but we'll just make him... Oh, no, Nessie. There was blending. Oh, and sparkle texture, because we did film noir already. So we'll go back to another film noir in just a second here after we get Smaug some wings here. Now it's working. So we had to just kind of condition this a little bit. That will happen with some of your colors. And Nessie, I'm not kidding. You actually have to mix this stuff literally like you would mix the oils. It's almost exactly the same. Okay. There we go. Oh, we need to give him... We don't have anything that's yellow for his eyes, so we'll just have to give him some... Well, no, we'll just use some frosting here then. But we have to give him some object source lighting, right? Like so. For his eye here, the edge of his wing, maybe. I mean, we would be remiss if we didn't do some object source lighting on this. See, Queez had an energy drink powder that turned, yep, that's pretty much what it does, Queez. Yes, it does. Hey, Regal, how are you doing? Oh, Regal. Oh, never mind. Yeah, well, we're trying to do a obviously sort of a Lord of the Rings theme here. So I guess we haven't used this yet. Let's throw a little bit of brighter green on Smaug here. Couple places there. Actually, I haven't used this color yet. Kathy was wanting to have a brighter green. Well, she's got herself a brighter green, that's for sure. She done got herself a brighter green. Yeah, let's see if we can give him some scaly things here or something. Something like so. Yeah, and like so. And where's my green? Green flakes here. Let's see what we can do with some green flakes. This is our blending brush right here, Nessie. This is our blending brush. There. There's your blending brush. Dave Elfer, how you doing? Alright, so there's our... Oh, wait. We have... Where's my tweezers here? Can do this. Let me grab this little one here and... See if we can draw... Ah, there we go. There, look at that. See that? Maybe we can even throw a little bit of this on the end over here. A little more of our... It's our blending brush. It's our blending brush right there. Let me see if my... There we go. Alright, so Dragon, Smaug, has color on him. And we're going to be doing some more of our engines and that sort of thing. Now we've got ourselves some another ornament. Oh yeah, I promised Kathy there would be plaid, so we have to do plaid here. So let's see if we can do ourselves some plaid here. That is a very fierce dragon. So here is last year's cookie making, and every year we do this. So check out, there's your cookies from last year. And we'll be getting to some of our dauntless and some of our other cookie designs too. All right, green, ready to go. Can you see this? I think you can. And we'll do some heavier green lines like so. And every single one of these colors, I swear, is just a little bit different. Every last one, as far as how it comes out of the bag. And it's always that way. The frosting is exactly the same. I take the same mix of frosting and I spread it out between all the different bags. But the frosting coloring itself is different. I think we're all caught up. Angry Hand, these paints have already been licked several times. And I just did it again now, actually. I literally just did it again now. I particularly like these plaid cookies because, as you can see, they get Boku frosting on them. And nobody likes frosting more than me. Okay. Whoop, one more. One more here. Now we need our blue. Oh, what the heck? We'll go with... We haven't used this blue yet, so let's try this one here. And as always, you got to squeeze this out to the end of the bag where we've cut our hole right here. This is just like our homemade filbert brush, right? You know what? You know what I need over here is I need some of my green right over here. Let's finish this off, shall we? Okay, there we are. That's better. Now, do a little blue line right here. And see how that comes out very differently? I don't know if it's just the age of the coloring or whatever dyes they had to use. That never happens with oils, does it, Nessie? Oils never have different properties depending on the color. Oops. Yeah, we're just going to go this way now. Another line right here. I think we need one more blue line. Then we've got to hit it with our red. So there's the start of our plaid. We just need one more. Yellow or red. One or the other. One or the other. One or the other. I'll go with the red. Depending on where the heck my red went. Oh, that's down over here. Needless to say, I had to clean up this area. So this area where I'm working right now was absolutely covered in Sculpey shards, cork, epoxy sculpt residue. It was just oils, you name it. This thing was a toxic wasteland right here. Hey, Drift, how you doing? Let's see. I don't know. I could give you a run for your money on icing love. Hey, love me some icing, baby. All right, now the next line we've got to do is right here. See how that red comes out so differently? It's weird. Each one comes out different. Oh, okay, here, let's turn it this way. Hopefully you guys can see what we're doing here. So right in the middle of the green there, that's where I'm just going to chuck my red line. So a little bit of plaid for us there on our mittens. Because, you know, who doesn't like plaid on their mittens? One more line. That's some Boku frosting right there, baby. That's how I like my frosting. Yeah. That's a heaping helping of frosting right there. All right, where's my white? Obviously, oof. And this is the thing. This is why we get the Ziplocs. See how that frosting is walking up this way? I've got to move all that frosting back down this way. All that frosting has to move back down that way. So it actually comes out where I want it to, like here. Okay, and see how it just comes out differently than the red did and the green. Comes out more like the blue did. Also, you can see we're doing a little bit of a different brush stroke, so to speak, on that. All right, so there's your plaid mitten. That one's ready to go off to the side here. Now we've got ourselves some uniform. So now look at the difference between these two. So clearly this is like a I don't know, an ogre or something like that, and that's just your regular soldier right there. Either that or this is a French soldier in Russia in 1815, and this is a French soldier in 1814 or something like that. Ah, yes, the frosting thinner. The frosting thinner for sure. So we always did these like as Imperial Guard, of course. Here, let's see if we can grab ourselves one of our greens again. No, first we'll do some brown for some booties on him. Just give him some boots here. Same for you. Like so. Where's my greens? That's black. There's a green. So speaking of French, here, let's use this blue and make one of them French. Oh, and we also have our, let's see. Did you get to see that bag all fit? Oh, yeah, they just went up on Instagram. Let's have it. So much easier than the plaid paint I bought that one time. Oh, thanks, Drift. Here, let's get ourselves some blue on this guy now. Little bit of blue here. Oh, what the heck? Let's give him some. Oh, let's go all USMC here. Why not? Or Praetorian Guard, one or the other. So again, I've got to... Now this one just has more frosting in it because, well, Kathy wanted more white. She's got a lot of white now. She has plenty of white frosting. Here, we'll give both of these guys the white pants. Like so. Let's give him the white pants too. Why not? Like that. And we're going to do him with a... Well, make him British. Let's do British and French. Let's see. Is it Hogswatts already? Well, it's time for all the demons to come out. So, Eye of Sauron, your demons. And, of course, Barad-dûr. So, there's your Barad-dûr. Let's move that off to the side there. So, yes, Eye of Sauron time. He's keeping a watch on you. Oh, he knows when you've been sleeping. He knows if you've got the ring. Right? That's Sauron the whatever. Sauron the Overlord. Now let's get some kind of red coat on this guy here. Like so. Maybe give him a hat. I think we need to do the same with a French guy, but maybe we do that hat a different color. Why not? Different color blue here. Let's move you guys this way. I really do prefer the nutmeg recipe to the gingerbread. I know Kathy loves the gingerbread, but for me, I just really... There. So here I actually had to basically chew on this thing a little bit because there was a bit of a crystal that was blocking that. So here, I think now we should be good. Look at how that comes out of there now. See how it didn't want to come out of there before? Literally, there was a little piece of crystal in there that was just blocking it. Let's see. Yep, those dice bags. Folks, be sure to go check out Armored Wolf's Etsy page because, well, he also does some fantastic cookies. I can attest to that. Fantastic cookies. Here, let's give him some epaulets now. There. Nessie, we're going to have to come up with Book of Wapples. Actually, I came up with one in the video last night that I was filming, Nessie. When you spot it, you're going to have to send me the links to it because I've, of course, completely forgotten what it was. So you'll have to tell me, send a message what the heck it was that I said for Book of Wapple. But we're also going to have to come up with Cookie Baking Book of Wapple. All right, so now they got some gloves. That's our green. Where's our black? Let's go with the black. Nope. Here, we can do brown for a belt. Let's do a belt here on this guy, or our guys here. So a little bit of a belt here, like so. I don't think I've actually mixed brown before. Or maybe I did just so that Kathy could have some for her baby Yoda that she bit the head off of last year. All right, time for some black here. Get them a brim on their hats. Maybe some trim on these boots here. Like so. It's always interesting about the black and how it... See what a fine line I can get with that black? The other stuff just doesn't really let me do that. I don't know why. And here's one. Yep, sure enough, there's a little crystal there. So I have to see that? There's a little crystal. There we go. So that's because that frosting is the color is so old. See that crystal right in there? I basically had to smush that crystal out of there. Let's see. What does Loim say? Okay, yeah, we got that. That's oh gosh, we haven't had a chance to watch that movie yet, Loim. We haven't had a chance to. Well, we've seen it, but not this year. So I guess we'll have to watch that one too. Okay. Here, let's have ourselves a little bit of a black. Oh, what the heck? Kind of your rifle harness here, like so. Let's give these guys some eyes here. And oh, we can go small with these here. Like so. And like so. Let's give him some here without sticking our hands into the frosting. And that we've got to there we go. Something for a belt buckle. Maybe even something here. Alright, so there's a couple of soldiers for us. Wow, let's give 'em a nose or something, man. Let's give 'em something. Nose or a mouth. We'll just give 'em a red nose. And then we'll see what we can do for a mouth here. Let's give 'em one of these. Oops. There's a mouth. Let's find another one of these that'll work for. Well, look at this. He's very smiley. That one apparently is very happy. He's like really happy. So now they got themselves some mouths. An army marches on its stomach and it doesn't get anything into its stomach unless it has, well, a mouth. We got. Well, we need we need some orcs here. I mean, what's Barad-dûr without some orcs? So let's see if we can't do some orcs here. Some brown. Where's my other green? That's the green I want. That's the green I'm looking for here. Yeah, let's give them some ears too. So these are the Christmas goblins, Christmas orcs right here. Give them some red right there. Let's give them some eyes. Right here, let's move you out of the way so we can get you a bit more centered. Do we have another little crystal forming here? One second. Oh my goodness. There's a big old crystal right in here. Holy smokes. So see that? That's another one of those nasty little crystals that can kind of form in there. Now that crystal's out of the way, should be able to do this. Is he a mime of Moria? Well, let's see. How close do we have to go to make a mime of Moria? Where's our mimes here? Where's our mime? Because the only thing that's scarier than a Balrog is a mime of Moria. There they are. Boom. Yeah. Oh, we'll give him a striped shirt. Here, let's make him a mime. We'll make him a mime of Moria. That's right. Very tricksy. Yes, nasty little crystals, man. Those buggers will get you every single time. Here, let me make sure I've got the right screen. But first, we're going to give him some eyes. Some eyes there. A little bit of a mouth there. Let's give him a little red and white striped shirt, maybe. Boy, that red always comes out of there so different than every other color. Okay. There's your red. Guess we gotta give him his hat here, like so. Where's our white? There we go. Again, you always have to be pushing it down to the bottom of the bag, and that's why we always recommend using the Ziplocs. Okay. Let's get ourselves some white stripes. There. Okay, and then maybe one here. Maybe which? Oh, let's give him some black shoes. Why don't we? Give him some black shoes, maybe. Black shoes. A little bit of an outline on his shirt, maybe. Some eyes. Let's chin up these ears just a little bit. Let's give him a little, here, let's give him something for a nose. Boom. There you go. That is like the most terrifying mime ever right there. Yes, indeed. Here, let's give him some green for his legs. Why don't we? Let's give him some green legs here. Like so. Okay. There's your Mime of Moria right there. Hopefully that doesn't break as I move it over this way. We've also got ourselves some horses. What are these horses going to be? What are they going to be? Well, we need to call out the Rohirrim right here, don't we? Let's where's Theoden? So yeah, let's do Theoden's horse right here. Here, let's move you off to the side. So we'll keep Theoden over here. Let's move our Barad-dûr off to the side. Alright, I think you got, yeah, you can see all that stuff now. Let's see. I mean, I can paint a cookie better than I can paint a mini. Valfera, well, see, then you just have to play with cookies. Just play with cookies, that's it. And instead of casualty, you just eat the casualties. That's fantastic. That is fantastic. Yeah, just eat the crystals. Or eat the cookies, sorry. I'm talking about Chris. Alright, we need Snowmane. That was the name of the horse. Okay, let's do this. Then we need to get a little bit of a mane here. We have to give it our some white, of course, here. It needs to have a white tail, of course. I'm so glad I did brown frosting now this year. We couldn't have done Snowmane and Edoras if it wasn't for all the brown. Let's see. Snowmane, yes, Loin, we have to have Snowmane here. Well, we won't do Shadowfat. We're going to do probably some kind of a plaid horsey there, but alright, let's get ourselves some like so. Okay. And we'll just try to just kind of create something here, some horizontal lines, and then we'll try and do something with the black, because the black is our nice and thin paint, right? Whoop, that's green. There's our black. I guess I'm going to have to make some more of this tomorrow. So just give me a second here. Again, I've got to take it, and kind of squeeze it all the way down here so that we can actually use. Oh, he needs some. He needs some armor. He needs some armor. So yes, that horse needs some armor here, like so. And then on the saddle here, need to give him a saddle there. And we'll get some of our red onto this. Okay. There. Good old-fashioned Rohan red right there. And now it's time for some outliney things on this. Do this so maybe you guys can see it without my big old hand being in the way. Let's see if we can do some lines on this thing here. And okay. I think the line goes this way. The other one goes this way. One here. Oh, what the heck, we'll do one more here. And then we've got what looks like a bit of a broken pattern right here on his saddle. To outline the horse's armor here. A little bit of a mane for snow mane. And now we've got to somehow get all these little lines in here. See if we can do that. Let me see. Yep, Stila, we've done about, how would you say, guys, maybe about 10 of these already. Of course, we have Eye of Sauron. We've got Demon Angels and all that kind of stuff going on. So, Stila, how are you doing? We're just, we're making ourselves a Theoden horse here. We're making Snowmane. Because this is the cavalry channel after all. This is the cavalry channel. Squeeze a bit more out of here. There. Let's give him some feet here. Perhaps. Let's close this off and maybe we'll just draw out a few little things for his mane there. Oh, I guess he needs reins. He needs some rein. Where's that brown again? Here it is. Oh, let's see. Stila is crazy with the work. Looking forward to some painting in a few days. Ah, okay. That sounds good. So, yeah, let me know maybe when you might be doing your stream, so maybe I can hopefully catch that. There we go. All right. I'm going to grab now just a couple little of these, one of these little guys here if I can. Come on. It's not easy with these tweezers. Okay, there's that. And of course, Stila, we came up with a new type of texture. There's sprinkle texture. That is the most important part of cookie decorating because we already did some film noir on these, and we determine that your blending is done with this right here, of course. Speaking of which, let's get some green onto this. Let's get a little touch of green here, maybe, somehow. With these little guys right here. And then maybe even something like a smaller one maybe. Do we have a smaller one? Yeah, we'll go with that one. All right, so we're working on a snowman right here. Oh, it really does. Here, let's put snowman off to the side and let's do our film noir because it has value. So see that? So you still have value, right? You can see lights and darks there. But see, look at this. Look what you got there. You got sprinkle texture, sprinkle contrast. You don't get that with other stuff. You don't get that with any other paint. You only get that with crafts or with cookie frosting. You don't get that just anywhere. Oh, what the heck? I might just throw one of these over here too. There we go. All right, so there's your snow. Well, wait a minute. Maybe this could be crazy, but let's give it a shot. See if we can't do a little bit of a Rohani symbology here like this. All right, there we go. A little bit of Rohan freehand, right? Gotta have that. So right there, you gotta have yourself a good reference. This is another essential thing. If you're gonna do good freehand and stuff, you must have a good reference source. Must have a good reference there. If you don't have a good reference, I don't know what to tell you. I also now did you get to see? We also did our dragon. We did a Smaug. We've also done some plaid. We're gonna be doing some more plaid. Actually, I might have to go grab some more cookies too. Oh, we also have our El Tigre right here. Now the question is, are we gonna go winter? Are we gonna go Normandy color scheme on this? Also, this I believe this is the Henschel turret. This is not the Porsche turret right here. That's the Henschel turret on there. Do we go ambush camo on this thing, or which what do we want on this? What do we want on this here? Let's see what we can get going here. Also, how much weathering are we going to put on this? You put too much chip, like too much weathering, no good. You don't want too much weathering on a tank. Because, I mean, as fun as it is to have all that weathering, right? You put too much on there. Too much is too much, right? Let's get our bit of camo into here. Let's do some for potentially our wheels here. All right, I gotta squeeze this back to where it belongs. So as you're squeezing on this, it wants to basically go this way. So you have to squeeze it all back this way here. Loin wants the winter camo. Winter is coming, I suppose, right? Winter is coming. All right, so there's our. Let's do some more of our ambush camo here. Okay. Couple of dots of this in here. A little bit more of our brown there. Okay, on the exhaust. And now let's see what we can do with our lines. Again, I'm going to have to make me some more black tomorrow. I'm not surprised. I'm not entirely surprised by that. Okay. And once again, I'm kind of fighting with there was a bit of a crystal that formed. I think we got the crystal out of there now. So we got the crazy interlocking wheels, right? So let's just draw this out here first. And then we're going to have to do the interlocking wheels afterwards. Okay, that one. Now for the interlocking wheels, of course. There. And I don't have any tracks rust, so we might have to rust up our tracks here manually. I think last year I did winter camo for sure. All right, here, let's squeeze this out, and I might just have a little crystal here. Yep, sure enough. There was a little bit of a crystal in there. Oh, I got to turn this upside down. Ah, and that flows so much easier now. Line between the hull and the turret. Oh, let's separate our cupola now. Got to get this matlet here. Got to get that matlet right. Yeah, there's another little crystal that's formed in here. Boy, that's sitting right there at the edge of that bag. I don't know if you can see this thing here. The big old crystal right here. Part of it is that this frosting or this coloring, this food coloring is so old. It is ancient. So that it definitely has an impact on it. Set you over here. Now before we run out of our black frosting, let's start working on our Tower of Barad-dûr. So there's our black outline frosting. Oh yeah, Velfair. Well, we got more. We have the Christmas Dauntless right here. We got to have that too. All right, let's start to get some frosting on Barad-dûr. Down here. And I'm going to try and see if I can't texturize this down here just a little bit. Again, trying to use what's basically tantamount to some brush strokes here. Here, let's fill this in, give it some support. Okay. Let's do this, and we're just going to go all the way up here. And then we'll do some black outlining type stuff after that. Okay, we went like this. Let's see. Yep, Balfair. There's definitely we had to do some ambush camo because I've already painted a king tiger with the winter camo last year. So just check out last year's cookie decorating, and I can throw you a link to that in a second. There. All right, so we've got ourselves a good basis with our brown. So you can check out, now there's some pictures up on the screen too. So see, this is last year's cookies right there. So you see we've got the King Tiger and Winter Camo last year. You also got yourself a Stuka, a B-29, the Christmas Dauntless. You have a T-34, you have an M3 Sherman over there. So you got all that. Oh, and there's a Christmas Goblin over on the other side too. Let's see what we can do with our black here. Hopefully minus. Yeah, I don't think we have any more crystals now. Let's do this. Another little bit of an outliney thing here. Constantly have to kind of reform my frosting in here. It just It's the bugaboo about this. We tried to find cookie frosting things. All there is stuff for cakes, and they're way, way too big for cookie decorating, obviously. Here we go. We'll give that some crenellations there, or no, that's matriculations right there. Yeah, needs matriculation. Hey, Electron, how you doing? Oh, Electron, I'm glad that this is fun for you. Sorry that you are not feeling so hot right now. Hopefully, by the time the big day arrives, everything you'll be back up to fighting strength there. All right. Boom.
So say we all.
Well, thank you so much for that sub. Electron, thank you for 4 months. Thank you so much. He's a what? I want me one of those. Ooh, a tasty evil tower. Yes, tasty evil towers. Hey, Sakaya, how you doing? As you can see, we're just having ourselves a wee bit of fun here with some frosting and some cookie decorations. So what are we gonna do here to get even more? We have to represent some of the. Oh, wait a minute. Okay. Let's see. Whoops! I don't want two of these things open. I'm gonna open up one of these. Of course, only the green ones are coming out. There. There. Okay. Where's my yellow? I mean, of course, we got to have some object source lighting on this. What the heck? What would this be without some object source lighting? Now let's do some here. Come on. There. And, oh, we also have to have that. There's like lava over here too. We have to do. Yeah, there's like some lava type stuff here on the right. There was a lava moat around Barad-dûr. Hey, Fantasy World, how are you doing? Oh, this is tasty frosting right here, Fantasy World. So ZipZap wants to see this in film noir. There you go. So ZipZap, I don't know if you were here earlier, but one of the critical elements of the cookie frosting, see, we've got value, right? We have lights and darks. You've also got, warms versus cools, but there's a new type of contrast. There's a fifth type of contrast, and you see this? Sprinkle contrast. That is vital. Without sprinkle, look at this. You bring this back right here. Check this out. You bring your color back. The sprinkle is still here. So even in black and white, you can still see the sprinkle texture. You must have sprinkle contrast. Otherwise, you got nothing. You got nothing at all if you don't have sprinkle contrast. So let's see if we can do a little bit of, speaking of sprinkle contrast here, let's sprinkle some of these little bits of red here. Sprinkle some of that in. Do I have some more? Oh, and of course we've got our demon angels. We just did our Tiger 2, right? Hey, cosplaying kitten, how you doing? Yeah, this is the annual cookie decorating stream. Well, this is the first annual cookie decorating stream, but you check out this. This is what we do every single year, right there in the chat. ZipZap, how you doing? We also have done plaid, and we also have done one of our Moria goblins right here. Now we just did oh, here he is. So we just did, where did Theoden go? So we just did Snowmane right here. Okay, we're doing all the famous horses of Middle-earth apparently, and we did Smaug right here. So yeah, apparently it's a Lord of the Rings Christmas here. And of course, we've done ourselves some Praetorian Guard right there. Oh, actually, no, 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 wait. Oh, what the heck? Just put that right there. Okay, let's get some more of our guys out here. So I hope that you, I think you did a stream yesterday. Where did my, there they are. Let's see, are we all caught up here? Hey, Orcris, how are you doing? Now, we need some more of our, just grab some of these little red things here and just chuck some of these in a few places. It wouldn't be an evil tower without something that's red on it. There. In fact, I'm going to throw some more red sparklies down over here. Where's another? Yeah. I mean, there's got to be torches, right? And there would be torches on Barad-dûr. Let's just get a couple of our red dots going here. There. Another one over here. Let's see. Orcus started with the oils on Magnus. Hopefully you had some success there. Just make sure we don't lose our little Eye of Sauron there. And we'll just maybe throw ourselves a little bit of sprinklies there, because, you know, sprinkle texture. Gotta have sprinkle texture. So I think we've got ourselves now. We have ourselves a good pairing. I don't know, is that like a Nazgul or something like that right there? So let's just move you guys this away for this. That's a little dangerous there. We need to move our tower somewhere else. Like over here. Like so. Might need some more glue on that. Okay. So we need some blue. Because we're going to do some stuff with our snowflake here. And again, see how this is trying to wander up? Look at that. It's trying to wander up right out of the bag. That's why you got to use some kind of decent bag like a Ziploc here, and you have to kind of look at your bag. So you have to push all this stuff down. And that, you better cut that hole really, really friggin' small. If you make that thing too big, you are done for. Gonna get ourselves some white on another snowflake here before we get to our blue. Like so. Alright. Little bit of white here. And this is gonna flatten. That's the other thing you have to realize. Some of these colors, they really flatten out. Like the yellow, for whatever reason, and the red, they always just flatten out. Alright, time for some blue here. Get you out of the way. And let's make sure there's no crystals in our way. See how that's a very different texture, how that comes out? The blue is always going to be like this. I don't know why. The green can be like that too, like your forest greens are going to be like that. And here. Then we'll just try and make it look a little bit more like a crystal here. And again, I hope you guys can see this. I hope my big old hand is not in the way. And sometimes it just, like, see, it's just like a little rope. Sometimes it flows. And then other times it's like a big old giant rope for whatever reason. Like right now, see, it's kind of acting like a rope. And I'm just kind of stretching that rope right across. Let's do that here. Okay, I'm just gonna move around our snowflake here. And then I have to see, is this going to be the color of my dauntless? Actually, that's why I got two colors of blue, because I figured I was going to need both of them on that dauntless. Let's see. Lumberjack has to get going. Got to find a place to park for that. Well, thanks for hanging out, Lumberjack, and well, I hope this, I hope this was somewhat entertaining here and kind of brought you just a little bit of your holiday cheer, Mordor style, well, and Rohan style. Okay. And then we got to get ourselves some sparkly bits to put on here because we need sparkle texture, right? You got to have sparkle texture. These little extra things when, oops, oh, we'll just, little crazy stuff like this is really fun to have. Really adds a lot. Kathy, she's not like a fan of eating those. Oh, and I wouldn't recommend biting down on these things. I would recommend just like taking a little bite out of the cookie and then just let the cookie melt in your mouth with the frosting and little candy things. Because you take a chomp on these things, yeah, your teeth ain't gonna quite be the same. So I would not. I'm glad it was glad it was fun for you, Lumberjack, and you have a good one. Oh yeah, sure. Or Chris, go ahead and throw some links there. All right, now Angel has to go off to the side because I need what's in here. And I'm looking for one of these two things. I'm going to see what happens with some of this here. Look at this sprinkle. Sprinkle texture. Yeah. You thought I was joking, didn't you? Sprinkle texture, baby. Gotta have sprinkle texture. All right. So there's your snowflake. This has to be a white tree of Gondor for sure. But before we get to that, oh boy, I'm glad I looked at this. So I need this lighter blue here. Yeah, Queez, I mean, what would you think here? You think we used 20-cent brushes here? You'd think we used 60-cent brushes. You'd think we'd be using 60-cent brushes and chopping them off at the ends. No, we don't do that here. All right, baby. Time for our dauntless to get some color. I really wish I could have made, well, we might be doing another, well, I want to do another batch of cookies for sure. I really want to do another batch of cookies because I want to do a whole line of aircraft. I want to do some P-47s with the invasion markings on them, of course. Just get our blue out here. Alrighty. And let's go with some early war markings on our dauntless then. Early war markings. Because I think you can see down here, see we got the same thing that's going on there. Early war markings in our dauntless. Well, more like pre-war markings on our dauntless. Hey, Minis Mimes, how you doing? So yeah, it's been very much it's a Middle Earth Christmas, and of course, we did our King Tiger in ambush camo. We have also done, where's our, here we go. Where's Theoden here? Theoden, where did you go? You're hiding over here. So we did Snowmane, of course. I mean, it's a horse, of course. It has to be Snowmane. And we, believe it or not, we have to mix all the colors ourselves. It's kind of like oils, putting them in jars, except here we're putting them in baggies. Not kidding. Let's see. Once again, I have to take my bag here and kind of rearrange my frosting. Now, Kathy's supposed to be doing this tomorrow. You're going to be seeing her do this a lot. All right, let's get our other blue here. Blue over here. We need our cockpit here. I think we'll just go with the white for that. Where's the hole in this bag? There's so much of the white here. I hope she uses a lot of it. She said she wanted it. Okay, cockpit. We have to leave enough room there for your aft gunner. Let's get this out of the way here. We need our markings here on the wings. Where's our black? That's buried underneath a couple of these bags here. Here's our black. And of course we had ourselves a little bit one of those crystals form, and we had to kind of ripped up the bag a little bit so we don't have as fine of a line with our black anymore. So we're going to have to be somewhat careful with this as we try to form our line. Yeah, so in case, if anybody's ever flown in or out of Midway Airport, it is named for the battle, of course, that I have studied and ever since I was about 8 years old, the Battle of Midway. And they actually have a Dauntless there in the terminal. And the Dauntless dive bomber has been my favorite plane from the moment I knew what planes were. The Dauntless has always been my favorite plane. Let's get this canopy with some markings on it too, shall we? Okay, and now we need our aft gunner here, like so. And we need those very distinctive there for on the flaps, right? For your Dauntless, gotta have those. It wouldn't be a Dauntless without those special flaps there. Okay, where's some red dots here? Where did those things go? So let's pour some of these out over here again. Of course, only the green ones seem to come out. I think I got some red ones now. There we go. Oh, let's see. Sarge, hey, how you doing, Sarge? Let's see, break is over, back to work. Well, Sarge, hopefully we'll still have some cookies going when you're done. Let's see. Now, this is the SBD Dauntless here, Loim. Gotta have the Christmas Dauntless right here. Gotta have the Christmas Dauntless. There's your aft gun right there. So we'll set you off to the side. All right, last year we had the Christmas, the B-29, of course. So we got some beer still. We've got our, that might have to be a Nazgul horse right there too. Actually, I'm going to throw me just a little more frosting here. 1 second. I need a bit more glue on this, I think. That might do it better. There we go. And by the way, like I was saying, when you eat this stuff here, you're gonna. Oh, let's see. I'm looking forward to seeing the P-47. Ah, yeah, Sarge. If I can get Kathy to make another batch of cookies. See down here, you see we got the Tiger in winter camo. We have a T-34-85 on top of it. You have a Stuka, then you have a B-29. Well, then you've got your Dauntless over there, and down there you got an M3 Lee. So, yeah, I was thinking of trying to do some Italian tanks this year as well, but there just wasn't enough frosting, unfortunately. So what I'm gonna do is just look up the White Tree of Gondor here 1 second, just so I have a nice little reference. Where's my images? Boom. There we go. All right, so we need some blue for this cookie. Where's our dark blue here? Well, that's as dark a blue as we're going to get. Oh, thanks, Drift. Oh, Loim, I had to have the flaps. Oh, my goodness, you're right, right? You just, it wouldn't be a Dauntless without them. It would just wouldn't be a Dauntless without the dive flaps. And it was the only decent plane. Oops, see, here's another crystal. Ah, look at that. I got rid of that crystal and it just totally different. Completely different flow from this. So let's get our blue going here for our Gondor. I guess I'm going to have to make some more blue for Kathy maybe tomorrow. Well, I don't know. She doesn't really use as much of the blue. Okay. Let's get this finished off. There. All right, there's my gold. Let's see. Electron says, Kathy used to stream a cookie decoration competition and let the viewers vote at the end. Well, hey, she's streaming it tomorrow. Who knows me? Depending on how many cookies are left, I might have to stream some of it on Thursday too. Who knows? Maybe Christmas Eve we're still streaming cookie decorating. It could happen. It could happen. All right, there. Let's just I'm going to fill this in with our gold, and then we'll just use our brown to outline that. Let's see. Loim loves the Mustang. Not there weren't plenty of other Great Plains, but there's something about. Oh yeah. So Loim, do you like them in the classic kind of silver with the invasion markings on them? What's your favorite marking? Now, unfortunately, I don't have a 148 scale Mustang. I've got basically 148s of almost, gosh, I even have a 262. I even have a 148 scale 262. And you know me, I've been desperately wanting at some point to be able to do a stream where I paint that Dauntless, the 148 scale Dauntless, on stream. I don't know, maybe, hopefully next June I get to do that on the Midway anniversary. I thought I could do it for Historicon this year. It just did not work out. All right, so we'll just get ourselves some outlines on this. I don't know if I've ever made brown frosting before. I don't think I ever have. Maybe I might have. Now, of course, Kathy's going to be decorating her the Baby Yodas. I think we made a couple of them. I think we made a couple of Baby Yodas. All right, get over here. Put you there. All right, now where's my bag of white here? Or do I just make the tree out of these things? That could be interesting. I don't know. That could be interesting. I might just make the tree out of those because, well, here, let's see what happens with our frosting. Let's see how that comes out of here. So we got our trunk here. Yeah, that's actually relatively thin. I think I might be able to do this here. Yeah, I think that's going to be thin enough. And it doesn't really sink quite as much as, see how the brown and the yellow are really sinking together? See how that blue is all kind of mashed together now? Yeah, I got to eat me some of that. Oh, the 39th marking from the Pacific Theater. Ooh, that's cool. Let's see. Oh yes, these are definitely edible. Definitely edible. Actually, there's three. Each batch has 3/4 of a tablespoon of rum, vanilla extract, and 10 pounds of sugar for sure. Yeah, steal it. Definitely some cerulean blue, right? All right, let's take this way, and let's see what we can do here to Get some nice thin markings on this. I'll turn it this way again so I can get some thin markings on that. Thin branches. Trying to make them as thin as I can. There we go. Oh, let's see. Yeah, Quee's finger, right? Finger painting, of course. Yeah, we need to make that thinner too. I'm just kind of literally stretching out the frosting here, which is pretty hilarious. Yeah, let's get the one last little branch there. So that's your demonic white sapling. Or that's the it's dead anyway, right? It's pretty much dead. How many stars do we need? 7, right? Uh, one on top. Poof. Oh, thanks, Volfira. Everything's edible at least once. Yeah, Arj. You know, you never know. Once in a lifetime, usually right at the end. Okay, here we need one more star here. So our stars of Gondor. Until the king returns to Gondor. Yeah, though Drift, I know what you mean. There's a part of me that's already looking forward to munching on these things. Okay, we need a third star over there. But what's the most important kind of contrast here? Sprinkle contrast. I wish I had me another spoon here. But we're just going to chuck that stuff over here. And, okay, here we go. Sprinkle contrast. What are we talking about? Get ourselves a little bit gold in here. And then we're just going to sprinkle a little bit of our gold onto a cookie there. And then blow some of that on. So sprinkle texture, baby. Gotta have it. Gotta have that sprinkle texture. So look at that. Gondor versus Mordor. The Gondor had no king. Gondor needs no king. Tall ships and tall kings, 3 times 3. What brought them there? They foundered over the flowing sea. Oh, that's right. Was it 7 ships, Loim, that brought the faithful? That's what they were called, right? The faithful. I guess if I was doing birds or something like that, I'd have to do the big or the eagle was shaped like a storm that was shaped like an eagle, right? Right, Loim? And that was their warning to stay the heck away. Let's see. So what do you respect in cookie decorating? What's the umber's counterpart? Oh, you must respect the sprinkles. You must respect the sprinkles. You gotta you don't respect the sprinkles, things ain't gonna go well for you. So you must respect the sprinkles. Oh yes, for sure. Now, of course, we could do this as a Oh, Lauren, what was the name of what's his name? The guy that could turn into a bear. What was his name? We got that guy too. Let me see what I've got here, other cookie wise. Ugh. We got ourselves another little train right here. But we did do some. Let's do some. Let's do another plaid bear. Why not? Let's do a plaid bear. Maybe not so much with the red here. Let's start off with some of our blue again. No, there's not a lot of the blue. Let's do that green plaid again. Yes, Tolkien was not oh, Beorn, of course. 9 ships, 7 of them carried Palantir. Let's see. So, what one of them was in? Was there only the one in Weathertop, or was there one in Fornost also? I can't remember if there was one there too. All right, let's do some plaid things here on Mr. Bear. Little bit of plaid there. Oh, what the heck? One more thing of plaid here. Let's see. The sprinkles are the umber of the cookie world. They certainly are. They certainly are. And too much is too much, right? Until it becomes way too much. Can't do too much. It's a delicate balance at all times. Get that thing going. There we go. That is some bright green. Last year, I really loved the green last year, but Kathy was looking for a lighter green. She may be using this green on her baby Yoda, potentially, I guess. All right, there's a green. Then what did we do? Then we did the blue, then we did the red. So here's blue coming up, but we got to condition our thing right here. The one true piping bag, yes. And you have to make it yourself because you have to cut the corners. You must cut corners here. Let's see, I guess today you're using the one true spoon. Well, think of it as the spoon is like this is your blending brush. The spoon is your blending brush. Let's get some of our blue going right down here, some lines. Maybe one over here too. Oh, well, they definitely pre-shaded. Oh, there's definitely pre-shading. Look at this. Definitely some pre-shading. Got two different colors of primer on there. Two whole different colors of primer. All right. Over the top there. Another one here, and maybe one more there. And now let's do ourselves our little red lines before we get to the rest. Next up, we have some lovely phthalo green with just a dab of yellow. And one was an Ammon Sul. So what was the... it was in Osgiliath. Was that the temple of... What was that temple of? Because that was where they had the Palantir that fell into the river, right? Was that... Did it fall in the river during the Kin strife, or was that during one of the orc attacks? Because there was that... it was the bridge, right, in Osgiliath, and there was that whole... There's a whole bunch of buildings on that bridge, and that's where that temple or whatever was located, on that bridge. So there's some plaid. Where's the brown? There it is. So glad I made this color. Let's see. I think so. Yeah, Bjorn, Bjorn of Borg. That's right. Somebody did at a convention. They did a costume, and he basically had the white tennis outfit on, and he jumped out onto the stage, and he was pretending to hit a tennis ball back and forth, and he had the whole Locutus thing going on, right? And he had sort of an augmented arm and all that, and the tubes and everything, and he called himself Bjorn of Borg, and the only thing he said was assimilation anyone. That's all he said. And just get some brown here now for Mr. Bear. Or now all of a sudden I was tempted to make him look like a cutis. Alright, let's give him some ears now. Where's my white? There we go. Let's give him some cuffs on these things. Why not? He's wearing a plaid onesie, apparently. I would imagine that Kathy's probably going to do some plaid on her stream, too. Do we need to... Oh, let's just give him something there. Now let's see what we can find for him to make him have some eyes. Where's my little tweezers here? The Osgiliath did fall in the river during the Civil War. Okay. I thought I was wrong. I thought maybe that was during one of the orc attacks, but then I thought maybe the kin strife might have been the cause of that. Glad that I don't completely space out on these things. give him a wee bit of a smile here. Why not? Some kind of crazy, happy satanic bear here with a green nose. Yeah, let's give him a green nose. Boom. There you go. That is a nice satanic looking bear. Give him some green buttons. Why not? Because onesie, I guess it needs button. Resistance is fused. Now you got the Picard song in your mind. Oh, we've never seen the show at all. So, yeah, we don't know that tune. Oh, what the heck? Not sure why we're doing that. We'll just do that. Give him something there on his ears. So plaid bear going over there. Okay, what about Mr. Tree over here? All right, where's my greens? Not that green. That's black. That must be my green. Yeah, there we go. So it was the kinstripe. Okay. Yeah, it's been a while since I don't get to see as many of the lore videos anymore. Well, basically because I've been uploading so many videos and so much streaming that I basically don't have enough data left to actually just watch stuff myself, which is kind of a bummer. All right, so I think we've got ourselves another. Sure enough. See, that was another piece of crystal right there. So now it should come out of here a whole bunch easier. It's just gonna happen. It's bound to happen, and it's not the frosting. It's the color. Okay, let's get some green on here real quick. Let's see. Oh yeah, definitely. Oh, I thought you were talking about the new show, Stila, because well, you've seen the art that I've done from Next Gen. I don't know how many I've done. At least, oh my gosh, probably painted at least 4 or 5 pictures of him as Locutus, I think. Okay, let's do this. There. Get us those some garlands going on the tree here, like so. Kaboom. Start throwing some decorations on here, like so. Some red ones, some white ones, some green ones. They really, I don't know, to me, these things actually stick on here really well with the frosting. Oh, I was talking about a meme song that they mashed together. Oh, okay. Oh, Reimer, sorry. Yeah, this is something that I wanted to do. Now, you can check out this link right here. We're just doing this. It's a special thing for the holidays there. So you can check out that link. That's something we do every year. But we've done a little bit of a theme for this year. So we have our Gondor and Mordor. And of course we have our Barad-dûr. I mean, what would Christmas be without Barad-dûr? Now, yes, we want to make a gingerbread-eress. And then we also wear snowman here. So we've also done ourselves a little bit of a snowman right there. So yeah, after this, we'll be back to our more normal painting type stuff. Now, if you're wondering what we actually did in our last stream that was regular painting, we were painting up our Easterlings right here. These were the ones that I did all of the conversion work on. So we'll be getting back to all the fun stuffs with all of our oil paints and everything else. Now, of course, Thursday is supposed to be a sculpting stream. We'll see if we're working some more on our Oliphant. Hey, Brushcraft, how you doing? All right, so let's go. We're gonna put that cookie off to the side there. Now we've done Snowmain. I don't think we need to do. Oh gosh, what was Gandalf's horse? Shadowfax? No, we're not doing Shadowfax. We need to do a Nazgul horse here. I think we'll do ourselves a Nazgul horse. So where's a nice lovely Nazgul for us? So yeah, we need to do a Nazgul horse right here. So let's do that. Let's see, Mordor Christmas cookies. Yes. Oh, you gotta have the Mordor Christmas cookies, and of course, well, there's more because you got Smaug there, and we also have, of course, the Christmas dive bomber, the Dauntless, and let's see what else. We also have we have the Mimes of Moria goblins, the Mimes of Moria. Yes, they are goblins. Yes, they are mimes, and of course, the Christmas demons. You've got to have the Christmas demons. This is not Christmas without demons. I mean, what the heck? Who wants a Christmas with no demons? Now let's see. Oh, I'm glad you're Nessie. I was really, I mean, in all seriousness, I was not sure just how freaked out people might be to see me decorating Christmas cookies here. I'm glad that people are okay with this because, well, this is something that I really enjoy doing, and I was hoping it might be fun for other people to see, crazy as it is. Wow, I'm gonna have to mix some more black tomorrow. As little of this as Kathy uses, I think she's still gonna want some here. All right, so it wouldn't be a hobby horse without lots of black, right? We need lots of black here. Oh yeah, yeah. Sorry, Velfera. So yes, we have our Tiger 2, this time an ambush camo, because last year, as you can see in our little reference there, the Tiger 2 was done in winter camo. So yeah, we did a little bit of ambush camo this time around. Let's get ourselves some black on our Nazgul horsey right here, right? So let's so Loim, the Black Numenorians, by the time it's the Third Age, are they mostly just kind of hanging out in Umbar? And actually, was the King of Abrakan, does he have, in the books, does he get mentioned as often as, well, as he does in the Lord of the Rings game? Because there's an awful lot of stuff with the King of Abrakan and all that sort of stuff. Was it the Watchers of Karna? Are those guys sort of like not quite Black Numenorians? All right, there we go. Let's see. Oh, a Shelob Christmas topper. There we go. It's the holidays. You need to have fun and enjoy the season. I'm glad that I'm really glad, Velfera, because I really wasn't sure. I thought, man, this might really freak people out, especially when you have a big old red eye on that horse. Let's see. I need some more. No, we don't want to use those kind of sparkle. Where's my... Here we go. That's it. I'm going to grab me some of these. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with them, but I'm going to throw some of them out here. And then we'll just grab this and see if we can't give him a little bit of a mouth there. Or maybe we'll change this. I'm just going to eat this. I'm just going to eat that. I'm going to give him a smaller eye, because I think that'll be better. Yep, that's a little better. Wow, look at that. I think I did this last year on some things to basically draw out some trim last year. It was almost easier than using the frosting. Come on. There we go. It's a little bit tough using the on these pieces because they want to just break so easy. It's the it's sprinkled. Yes, Green Stuff World sent these. Yeah, this is their latest terrain package right here, or it's their latest painting materials. Yeah, I think these are probably not available on the Green Stuff World site just yet. Who knows? Because holidays and all that. Maybe after the holidays, you'll be able to get these from Green Stuff World. Let's see. The biggest cement wasn't unbar. Okay, all right, that's good to know. Yes, that famous sprinkle line. I'm telling you. I don't know. I'm gonna go for it. Yeah, I'm gonna do that here. So I'm gonna throw a little bit of this out here. There. Sprinkle texture. Oh, thank you so much, Velfera. That is appreciated. What's it? Whoa. What? What's that? That is a crazy looking horse right there. Let's compare it to our. Where's our snowman? Here he is. Where's the snowman? There we go. There's our snowman. So Nazgul and so Witch King versus Theoden, huh? Right there. What we might need. Just I almost turned this thing over without closing it. That's an important safety tip right there, kiddies. Yeah, this is all the stuff we scraped off the table last year, pretty much. Oh, what the heck? Let's just give him a there. Now we can use that thing. Oh, thank you so much, Velfera. That is appreciated. Now, we've got. Oh, what the heck? Let's do it. Oh, before this thing all solidifies here, wait a second. We need to put a top on that. Ah, wait a minute. Wait. What if we did this? Oh, I didn't do this before. I want to see. Come on, get on here. I want to see if I can add candles to this tree. I'm not kidding. I want to see if this will work. I'm just going to use these little white ones here as candles. Maybe it works, maybe it doesn't. If it doesn't work, there are no mistakes in cookie decorating, just sprinkles. That's it. There's your chapter 1 cookie decorating book of Wapple right there. Yeah, I'm just going to get rid of that because that one just kind of broke. And that can happen with these suckers. It's really tough not to break the... all right, so I'm just getting my candles on my tree here. Let's see if this works. And sorry for the food sounds because I'm still trying to eat that giant sprinkle thing that I put in my mouth. All right, can I use these as my flames? I don't know. I'm just going to pour these right over here. Yeah, so as of about 5 o'clock this morning, this entire area was shards of Sculpey, green stuff, epoxy sculpt residue. There was tools all over the place. There was cork everywhere. It was a nightmare. And I had to vacuum this whole thing off here so that, well, we didn't have toxic cookies. Oh, look at this. It worked. Yes, it worked. I'm going to see. Can I get closer to this? Oh, I think I can if I just do this. Look at that. It works. You can have candles on your tree as long as you got frosting. There we go. Let's move this down a bit. I could actually use these. See? Sprinkles, baby. If I can get a hold of that darn thing. There we go. Come on, move over there. So there's a sprinkle right there for a candle. Candle flame. Look at that. Come on. They're like these little tiny squares. There we go. Nice little square. Here's another one. Now, I don't know if you could really use this for basing. This is terrain. This is terrain right here. It's not quite 28 mil. I'm thinking this is more like 15 mil scale or 5 mil scale or something like that. Yeah, well, it's a Nazgul horse, so what do they get to eat there? They only get to eat that bad, nasty oats there in Mordor, so it's no wonder why they're just kind of all complaining like that, right? It's a candle, OSL. Yeah, well, we've got. Oh, we did do some object source lighting on our dragon. I don't know if you got to see that earlier there, Stila. We did get to do some object source lighting on that. Speaking of little stars here, that's in our little magic thing of whatever here. Just going to dump some of that out here. Oops, there we go. Get over here. Where's the... We need a bottom on this tree here. Let's do that. Okay. Alright, so we got a tree there. It has lit candles. Oh, alright. Wait a minute. Time out. What were we missing? Sprinkle texture. See if we can do some sprinkle texture on there. Wee bit of sprinkle texture where our... Okay, there we go. Little bit of sprinkle texture. There, it's a blazing inferno on our tree. It's on. This is why you used UL approved only electric lights there instead of actual candles, because your tree will catch on fire. That's it. Oh, Fort Bays, how you doing? They're a bit miffed with the. I did absolutely no baking at all. Hey, Achilles, how you doing? Yes, that's flame texture. Megan, you gotta have the flame texture. Hey, Mini Grinder Studio, how are you doing? It's just the OSL from the tree lights, right? Well, I mean, that's how we blended our Eye of Sauron. Where's our dragon? Here. See, we did OSL on Smaug, right? Yes, we did OSL there. And look at that, we have sprinkle texture, because look at this. I mean, when you go film noir, you can still see that lighting. You can still see your lighting, even in film noir. Let's bring back our colors now. Put you back over there. Now, what are we going to see? A cave troll. They brought a cave troll. So how do we turn him into a cave troll? I'm not sure, but we'll see if we can. Mini Grinder Studio. I'm glad that this is going to be fun for you because, well, I sort of needed it too. And I was just hoping that other folks might get a kick out of this, or just be absolutely totally shocked and horrified. Let's get some green here around the edges on this guy. Let's see if we can do something to make him into a cave troll. Not quite sure how we're going to do that, but we'll do it. Sprinkle values, yes. Yeah, now this is normally what we'd be doing today anyways, but and Kathy's going to be doing this tomorrow on her stream. Well, at least that's the plan. She's going to be doing this tomorrow on her stream. All right, cave troll here. Just give him some kind of eyes now. See what we can do to give him some. Well, he's not really. They don't really wear a whole bunch of clothes, do they? So, what kind of greens have we got here? I'm gonna get some of this green out here now. I think they look kind of like a white chest, right? They must have they're like a white chest or whatever. Get some green on this guy here. Just do some more green on him. What the heck? Somehow we'll try and turn him into a cave troll. Let's see. Baking can wait. Hope you are well. Yeah, sprinkled. Let's see. Also from the tree lights. So again, you can check out some of the things that we've done in previous year, like last year. This is one of the trays. I think we did something like 8 of these. 8 trays like that. Not kidding. That's how much of the cookies we did. maybe something like this just to give him some kind of weird, funky texture here. And the cave troll. See what the cave troll looks like with a white belly here. He's going to look kind of freaky, but what the heck? He's a cave troll after all. He's a he's a freaky cave troll with big teeth. There you go. All right. I don't want to give him pants or anything like that because, well, you know, cave trolls didn't really wear too much in the way of pants. I think they did have. Where's my brown again? Is this it? That's it. I think they did have some kind of a loincloth. Can give him that. Like so. It's a loincloth for a cave troll. It's gonna make him kind of angry here. It's an angry cave troll there. The mini grinder is another oils question. I know it's not frosting related, but I just ordered some Wintons. Mini grinder studio. Just no, I'm not gonna grab that starter set because I might get oils on my hands. But the starter set is gonna be fine because I still use some of those colors. But then start thinking about the artist grade Terra Rosa, Indigo. Maybe get yourself something like a either cadmium or Van Dyke Brown. That's the other one. So think about those. Maybe he had some. Well, do we want him to have a hairy chest? I guess we can maybe give him a hairy chest then. Not quite sure what that does, but something there. Maybe we'll even give him a little bit of hair around his head. Let's give him some claws or something here, maybe. Let's see, a winter chest hair cave troll. So hopefully that answers your question. I saw a great troll miniature some time ago. He had no clothes and all his jewelry was hanging about. Yeah, that's there's a few companies that kind of seem to specialize in the supremely anatomically correct miniatures. Actually, the Oliphant that I was doing, the Lord of the it's well, it has anatomy. We'll just put it that way. It does have anatomy. So there's your cave troll. Here, let's give him some more. Here, let's do something like this. I guess I'm just gonna have to make some more black frosting. The Burt Reynolds of trolls, yes. Yeah, he's got a 6 or better hair save, right? Thanks, Megan. So yeah, Mini Grinder Studios definitely, because that's what I did for 3 years. All I had was that starter set plus maybe Umber. I don't know. I don't want to give him a tuxedo here, or do we want to give him a tuxedo? All right. So there's now we've got ourselves a cave troll there. Ugh. We've got a couple. Well, let's hit our train over here. See what we can do on that. And on this day, we're thankful for the loin icing. Wow, I'm definitely going to have to make her some black because we are using that up like crazy. Let's get some of that here on his head. We know we wanted to have some here. And we want some here. Put you over there. Let's see. Mini Grinder Studio is doing an amazing job starting out with the oils. Yes, indeed. There's a whole bunch of people. I know Stila, check out what Stila is doing. He's been doing some fantastical things with those oil paints. Let's get Mr. Train going here. And I think I did, I did some trains that didn't just have black wheels and such. So I might have to do that here, especially since we're running so low on our black. Let's see. 4 is doing all right, just healing up. Normally by now I'd have 200 dozen cookies, 75 loaves of bread, scones, and sweet rolls. Yeah, 4 it's kind of the same here because usually we give the Christmas cookies out to people, but it's a little bit different this year. So that's why we just made less this year because well, it'll be difficult to get the cookies to people. As much as now we might make subsequent batches and just maybe try to send them to people. It's just obviously I don't know if shipping the cookies is even really a good idea because I don't know if they not quite sure if they get there very much intact or not. Here, let's do some red on this here. For whatever reason, I'm just going to give them red wheels. Mostly because I'm almost out of black. Which means we're just going to have to do something a little bit different here. I don't know, like red wheels. And here, let's just do a little bit of a red roof on the top of this. Just for funsies there. Oh yeah, Steel. It's really fantastic to see what folks like you at Mini Grinder and all the other folks are doing with the oils, and figuring them out, but also having some fun with them too. I'm just glad that I was able to create enough of an area around me here to be able to do this. I was not sure this was going to be compatible with an area that normally has stuff you really don't want around food. And it's not just the oils, it's kind of so many other things too. Now we do have some of these. Poof. And here. Poof. And there. Poof. And then we got these guys that we can do some things with, like so. I never thought I'd be using these to draw lines or do candles. So that's a first, is doing some candles. I also might have to go and run and get some more some more cookies because I didn't think I wasn't sure how long it was going to take to do the cookie. Oh, look at that. So, freehand, right? You want to do a thinner line, you use a different brush. This is like it's like our filbert brush that we just used there. Let me see. Come on, you did not put some cadmium scarlet in that red frosting. I'm telling you, yeah, this is just imagine, yeah, some cadmium in the frosting. It's gonna make everything nice and glowy. I mean, how else do you think you achieve this kind of contrast? You don't achieve this with some kind of earth tones, baby. You need some cadmiums. You got to have some nice strong cadmiums going. Let's use that little piece right there. Oh wow, I can manipulate it. I can break it and do all kinds of crazy stuff here. Oh, what the heck. I'm just going to throw a couple of these pieces here. I need this one piece. So if you need lines that are straight and thin and your frosting bag's not going to let you do it, sprinkles. Respect the sprinkles. Yeah, well, I was tempted to buy some more of these here. Oh, wait, we gotta do this yet. Well, she's gonna have plenty of white, that's for sure. She'll have plenty of white. I also want to see how our Mordor is, or our Barad-dûr is. I want to see if that's actually, here, let me make sure that, let's move you out of the way here. Just have a little bit of I mean, trains got to have numbers on them, right? There we go. I mean, what's a train without a number? It's got to have a number on it. Let's see if we can get this thing some rivets here. Let's put you off to the side now, let you dry. And this, if you're wondering what the working time is on the frosting, it's going to depend on humidity and all these other kind of things, and, well, just how warm it is in your house, if you've got heat going or not. But that's pretty hard. Now, it can still be smushed, but I couldn't add any more sprinkles to this. So if you're going to add sprinkles, you got to add them soon. Hey, Lady B, how you doing? Hey, Dragon Eye. So yes, it's quite the Lord of the Rings. So we have the White Tree of Gondor. We have Mordor represented. Of course, it's not it's not Christmas without Barad-dûr. We also have our Tiger 2. Where's our Dauntless? We have our Dauntless Dive Bomber. Not that these guys really saw much action against each other, but hey, we can play it out. We can play it out. We can war game with cookies. Yes, we can. So Dragon Eye, I hope you're doing well. Now we also have, of course, we have Snowmane, right? A good reference is always key. Lady B, believe it or not, it's almost about the same. It's literally, I'm not kidding, because this stuff won't really be hardened up and kind of finalized until tomorrow. So sometime tomorrow morning, it's practically the same. One is a little bit tastier than the other, I would say for sure. Of course, we also have our Christmas demons. We've got Mimes of Moria. Where's our play? Oh, and we also we were experimenting with candles on our Christmas tree. The Christmas tree caught on fire over there, unfortunately. And we've also been messing around with some plaid designs too. Let's get our goblin out of the way here, and our demon. Hey, Poser, how you doing? Yeah, the oil. Well, the oils just have more. They just have like the phthalocyanide green. I mean, you just can't get that in frosting. You can't get the cyanide in the frosting. Well, I guess you could. I suppose you could. Let's go back to. Oh wait. Let's grab some of this blue here, and let's do another sort of a Praetorian Guard. Nah, Lady B. Yeah, I was. It seems we were debating just, do we stream this? Do we stream it all like on Thursday and Friday? And Kathy said, you might want to do that because there might be a whole bunch of people who would really like to see that. So that I've been kind of taking a little bit of a survey. So if people would want me to be streaming on, well, basically Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, just let me know, because that would be my usual Thursday, Friday streams. So if you guys would not mind if I was streaming then, because, well, there's not a lot of things going on, to say the least. Let's get some white pants on him. Oh, we need the epaulets. Gotta have him, give him some epaulets there. Let's see. Well, we didn't go with the phthalo. We went with cobalt. We went with cobalt. So that's your cobalt blue right there. That's cobalt blue, baby. Yeah, we don't go with just phthalos. I mean, that's some cheap stuff right there. We only go with the cadmiums and cobalts. That's it. It's cobalt or bust, baby. All right, that's green. Where's my brown? Here it is. So glad that I made. That does kind of sound weird. I'm so glad that I made brown. Well, actually, that is very true. Everybody's always happy when that happens. Let's give him a belt here of some kind. We need our other blue for his chapeau. Hey, Backlog Battles, how are you doing? Yeah, well, Backlog, I didn't have time to do the premixes, so we got to use this right out of the tube here. So it's bound to be a little bit thicker, for sure. Ironically enough, no kidding, the way this stuff gets mixed, it's just like mixing the stupid oil paint in the little blister packs and such. It seriously is. Not kidding. Let's see. Expected to sculpt some fun into torn cloth. Well, Lady B, I don't know if it's on the blog or not, but I did sculpt the cake topper for a wedding cake, and I also, what was the other thing? Oh, we did sculpt a whole bunch of fondant. I've actually sculpted, I think, fondant frogs. Yeah, I've sculpted fondant frogs. What else did I sculpt from fondant? Lots of crazy things. All right, we need to give him some, maybe we need to give him some medals here. Come on. There we go. Now, I'm not quite sure why he needs a green one and a red one, but he's got a green one, he's got a red one. Oh, look, he got himself a white medal too. I'm not sure what he did to get that. Oh, look, we got these things. There we go. Yeah, the Ninja, it's just it's just one thick coat today. I'm gonna give me something to drink here. 1 second. Now, hopefully that's a little better. Ah, look at that. Sparkly, sparkly metals. Here's another one. There. I hope you and Kathy enjoy these cookies. Well, we eat them every year, like all of these cookies. Those all got eaten, and all of these. And here, let me, again, if you go check out the blog, that's what we basically do every year. Now, of course, when you war game with your cookies, you get to eat the casualties, so that's always a good thing. You always get to eat the casualties. Let's give him maybe some eyes here, like so. But he's going to be another one of these smiley face soldiers there. He's very, I don't know, maybe he's going on shore leave or something. Maybe he's going on leave. That's it. He's going on leave. He's going to get himself a new tattoo. Maybe some refreshment of some kind. Put you over here. I'll just give him a big old there. Whatever that is. Just do some blue over here too. Why not? There. Where is our black? What's left of it? And also too, the hole got a little bit bigger there because there was we're talking about those crystals that can form. This stuff is, whatever it is about this dye, it really has a nasty tendency to get those crystals in it. So again, we're smushing this out to the end of the bag here. See, I think you can see that now. I know my hand's kind of getting in the way of it. I apologize for that. Just give that a little separation there. Let's see what we can do here for his belt, maybe. Okay. There we are. So, crazy red-faced demon dude there. Put you off to the side. Now, of course, I don't know. that's one heck of a belt buckle right there. So I don't know. I'm thinking we need to do this guy with the Molotov right here. So let's do a Russian guy with a Molotov here. I think that green should do it. You gotta watch that blood pressure. Yes, indeed. Well, yeah, Ninja. Well, I haven't had a chance to hardly watch anybody. I never got to watch anybody anymore. And it's kind of a bummer. I really wish that I could. All right, here, let's just give him some green here. I don't know if we're gonna give him the crazy Russian amoeba style uh, camo smock. I don't think we'll do that. That's black. Here's my other green. Yep, that's my other green. Let's give him some different color pants here. Okay. Let's use some brown here. Let's see. He's from yeah, Molotovs for well. It's that's how the you bring Christmas cheer on the Eastern Front, right? Is with the Molotovs. Let's give him a little bit of brown here. Now, of course, I can't see the back of him, so I can't give him a bread bag. But we'll just give him a bit of a belt here. And then we have to give him a like a red star here or something. I don't know if I'll be able to make it out of this, but let's see what happens here. I'm looking through all my little red pieces here. Respect the sprinkles. You better respect those sprinkles. Almost there to the red star. I think this will work. As long as I don't drop that. Alright, so there's... okay, we've done that. Yeah. Actually, we should make him, yes, we should give him, he should be like from like the 6 tank guards or something like that if he's gonna be, our Molotov cocktail guy. Actually, let's give him double Molotovs here. Let's give him double Molotovs. Where's our yellow? Ah, here it is. Double Molotovs, baby. He's got not one, but 2 Molotovs. Let's give him some crazy eyes. Here. Okay. Oh, we got to put some snow on them because it's winter time. So here, let's just let's get some snow on him now. I mean, come on. Well, let's get some snow on his boots too. All right. I'm just going to take some of this off before that all falls over the side. And then, what are we going to do? Not put that on the carpet. And respect the sprinkles, baby. Gonna respect those sprinkles. Ah ha ha ha, there we go. It's like he's on fire. Now let's make him all angry and crazy here. Where's my other thing of sprinkles? Ah, it's this one. Throw some of these out here. Most of them, for whatever reason, tend to be white. Not sure why. Let's see. Let's get our little eyeballs in here. There we go. Come on, one more. There we go. That's one crazy Russian there, man. Or Crazy Ivan or something like that. He seems to be very happy. Oh, wait. That's, yes, now we can really make him look like he's in snow. There we go. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. We respect the sparkles, or sprinkles, sorry. There we go. We have respected the sprinkles, and we have now done a complete historical. Look at that. Look at how historically accurate that is. You can't even tell these two apart. They're like identical right here. So I think we're off to a good start with that. They're just completely identical as we get some of our, oh, that's our green. Where's my black frosting here? One, or just not much left of this. At the Christmas Comrade, there we go. Yes, it's Christmas in Moscow, Muscovy. In Russia, Christmas, Santa not come to you, he come to Gulag or whatever. Do we need? I think we need to give him some. There we go. Blammo. Oh, you know, I think there's a. Oh, look at this. We got little red crystals here. I'll go right in the center of that star. We'll put little red crystals here to give him some buttons or something. They're literally the size of buttons here. Stick that on there. So it's going to be interesting now when I go to use this for some kind of basing thing and we got frosting and such all over it. So yeah, there's your comrade. Moscow, das Vadonia. All right, that one goes somewhere over here, out of the way. Oh yes, he's there. We go. But when he dries, we're gonna have to have him see if he can try a Molotov the Tiger 2 here, of course. Now I'm also going to check my Tower of Barad-dûr here, and see that's starting to stick. So you can indeed use this frosting as glue because this thing was broken off and this thing was broken off here. So I think now we've finally got those two things to kind of adhere to each other. In Russia, you wait for a line for government second Santa gift. And Mini Grinders 2 says, in Soviet Russia, gift opens you. Now, let's see. Well, it's a good. I don't know if Bethany is here or not, but there might have to be some object source lighting there. I don't know. But as always, we start out with the lighter section here. Guess then we'll go to our yellow. It's going to be like lighten up the Balrog here. Poof, there we go. Yeah, crazy little light bulb right here. Where's my red? Gee whiz, I might just have to make her a whole bunch more frosting, except for white. I don't think she's going to need white. That we have plenty of. Then we're going to have to respect the sprinkles, of course. After we... No, we're gonna do this... No, we'll do the sprinkles after this. That's right. Sprinkles after this. Which kind of... Oh, let's do a couple different types of sprinkles here. So here we are on our... As you can see, this is just our color storage device, right? You see any mixing going on over here in the palette? No, you do not. You do not see any mixing going on over in the palette there. There's only one place where we mix, and that's on the miniature itself, or the cookie. So there's our sprinkles in here. Respect the sprinkles. Mixing here, not over here. There's no mixing that happens on this palette. I don't want to see anybody mixing on that palette there. No mixing on that palette. That is just a color storage device. That's all it's there for. Actually, that's kind of neat. I did not think, I didn't think that was going to work that way. We always try new things here, right? So there's your blending brush right there. Yes, Estila, the light colors are opaque and frosting. It's just like oils. Frosting is like oils. Let's see, watching your decorate cookies while you eat a whole pumpkin pie. Ooh, that sounds great. Ninja, pumpkin pie. Well, yeah, anything that's pie sounds fantastical. Actually, this is really neat. I gotta remember this. This is actually, that's kind of neat. I'm liking that. So again, color storage device here. This is where we mix. We mix here. Now I'm actually going to have to, believe it or not, I got to go grab me some cookies here real quick. So what we're going to do is we'll just throw these guys out here. And I'm just going to go try and grab me some cookies real quick. I shall return. All right, we are back. And then cookies. Now we haven't done any snowmen yet, so snowman, of course. We have some more ornaments. We can do more Christmas goblins. Now we have more of our soldiers here. We also have apparently more trains. So we might have to do some different types of trains. And we've got a angel with a broken wing, so okay. We'll try and fix that. Let's get you over there. Now, what do we have as far as gingerbread cookies go? Let's open this thing up here. Oh, more object source lighting. Candle. Yeah, let's get to that. Let's get to that. Okay. Let's move these out of the way. So we were talking about fixing fixing the things here. We're just gonna take ourselves a little bit of our frosting there. And just basically using it like glue. And we'll just let that harden. Okay. Get Mordor or our Barad-dûr off to the side. See what we can do here object source lighting wise on our candle here. See backlog, but according to Amazon, the Warcraft guys, the kitty showed up backlog battles. I don't believe those anything else showed up today because we were actually outside when the post office. Yeah, the post office has already been through here, so definitely. Well, it could show up tomorrow. Sometimes they mark things as delivered when they're not actually delivered, unfortunately. That has happened many times. Oh, look at this. To have you on mute, but I wanted to watch some of the decorating. There we go. Yeah, so Kathy, of course we have our Mordor and Gondor theme, but we just did the, oh, here it is. So we just did this using the sprinkles. I was going to see if I could do it again on the candle. Not sure if it's going to work or not. It could be very different. And of course, poof, we've got the Christmas mime, the goblin mime. And folks, Kathy's going to be doing this tomorrow, so you will get to see her, and she's going to be decorating the Baby Yoda cookies that she sculpted. There we go. Just do a little bit of quick here with our brown. Guess I'm going to have to mix some more of this. I'm going to have to be mixing a whole bunch of new frosting for Kathy. Now this, if I'm going to make the candle have some kind of lighting to it, it can't just be like a white candle. So actually I kind of like blue candles. So I'm going to do that. Let's move you off to the side here. Yeah, blue candle, that should be fun. Maybe even with a little bit of a wax dripping down there. Let's see if we can do some yellow on this here. There we go. And of course, like we always say, we gotta always keep pushing the frosting down to the end of the bag here, and just be sure, do yourself a favor, make sure it's a decent bag, because they will just explode on you. It will happen. Do a little bit of our object source lighting here around our candle flame. And as always, this, no mixing on the palette. Let's respect the sprinkles. Here we go. I'm going to respect their sprinkles. Like so. Respect those sprinkles. Now it's time for our gold. And remember, we only blend on the cookie. We do not blend on the palette. We only blend on the cookie. That's it. So there we have it. You've got your sparkly, flamey candle, right? You don't get that kind of object source lighting just anywhere, do you? You don't get that just anywhere. Now I'm starting to run out of places to put these things. Ah, okay, that's what this is over here for. Oh, wait, time out, time out. I just saw these. I just saw this right here. Oh my goodness. All right, let's make some room on our palette. Let's make some room on our palette. Oh, look, those are pretty, those are much chunkier. They're like, where's our Christmas tree with the candle? Actually, I gotta get me another Christmas tree, because remember our little, sorry, our little candles right here that we discovered, except the tree caught on fire over here. So let's see if we can do this safer where the tree doesn't catch on fire. Blue sprinkles there. Ah, see? Look at now. Look at this. When we do our film noir, what do we always say? What's that? What's the fifth form of contrast? Sprinkle contrast. You need that sprinkle texture. You don't have the sprinkle texture. You see, without that, you do film noir, you got nothing. You got no contrast whatsoever. Let's see. Dread Pirate can only afford to get 6 colors. Now you're looking at the artist acrylics, right? So Indigo, Terra Rosa, no doubt. Gotta do those. Also, I would suggest if you're getting Winsor Newton, Diazonine Purple. So those 3 for sure. I would also suggest maybe, well, Cadmium Red, those are going to be more expensive. Potentially something like a, Phthalo Green, Phthalo Blue if you don't have it. Now, Asphaltum does not come in oh, Van Dyke Brown. That's it. That's it. Van Dyke Brown, for sure get that. We haven't done a snowman yet. Oh, let's do him now. Let's do him now, because we're going to respect the sprinkles when we do our snowman here. Where's our white? So Kathy will have plenty of white. We're just going to have to mix her up a couple of other colors, I think, tomorrow when she goes to do this. Should we? Well, let's bring our color back here. Yeah, actually, Bill Robertson, Kathy did mention that for whatever reason, well, it doesn't really happen with the shortbread version, but on the your gingerbread version, the candle tends to look like some kind of an entertainment device there. And again, this stuff is going to come out. The texture of it is always freaky different. Just, it's weird. It's really weird. Okay, so there's, oh, what the heck? We'll just give him some little black hat up here. Little black hat there. Boom. Good enough. Maybe some gloves. It is supposed to be a candle. Let's see. Red gloves. Red gloves. Now let's see what we can maybe do with some of our little pieces here. Now these, they're not exactly black, but we'll just make do with what we got here. Give him some little thing there. Oh, let's. He's gonna be a very happy snowman. He's happy to see you, that's for sure. And we've got some eyes for him here. One more little thing. Okay, come on, get on there. Seriously, crazy trying to get these things on. Oh, there we go. All right, so now he's got himself some eyes. We can even give him a crazy carrot nose. Oh, what the heck? Let's there. Oh, let's give him a scarf here. Scarf. There. So when the frosting doesn't want to let you have thin lines, you find a way to make some thin lines. Okay, there's our other there we go. So there's Mr. Snowman. Oh, wait, wait, wait. Let's give him something like this on his hat, maybe. There we go. All right, there we go. Oh, hey, there's the Pyro Club. Yeah, so we've been decorating cookies. Now that's a more traditional one right there. We've been here. It's been a bit of a Lord of the Rings theme tonight. So obviously we have Snowman right here. You always have to have a good reference. That's the key to making your cookies look the way you want them, is to always have a really good reference. Of course, we have a Nazgul horse as well, and there you go. So there's Mordor well represented, and of course the hipsters from Gondor. Yeah, we got them too. We also have here our there we go. So we have a little bit of historical accuracy right here. We've got our Dauntless Dive Bomber, a King Tiger, and of course, we've got our Russian soldier right here with a pair of Molotov cocktails right there. Hey, Dices, how you doing? What's on your Christmas cookie list? Hey, Thistle, how you doing? The Ghost of Christmas Past. There we go. But I mean, you look at this here. I mean, this is complete historical accuracy. So here, look at that. That's complete historical accuracy right there. You cannot deny that. That is total historical accuracy there. Let's put you over here. And of course, we have the it's not Christmas without the demons or the Christmas mimes, the mimes of Moria. So yeah, we've got them too. Now we did learn something here. We learned that even candles on Christmas trees, they catch on fire. So these are not UL approved candles. Never light candles on a Christmas tree at home, kids. That's what you're not supposed to do. And of course, we've done some plaid here and there. Okay, here, let's put some of these guys off to the side. Just get those out of the way. And of course, we do have a Smaug here as well. Where's our Smaug? There he is. There's Smaug. Hey, Inner Excellence, how you doing? Yeah, well, see, the best thing is when you war game with cookies, you eat all the casualties. You eat all the casualties. Oh, and of course, let's not forget, we have the Tower of Barad-dûr here. Also, Kathy has promised me that we will make gingerbread Edoras and gingerbread. She has promised me that that will happen. So I would be very disappointed if that did not happen. So here's our glued together angel over here. So let's see what we can do here with our goblins here. Let's give them some green skin tone again. The Christmas goblins. So Inner Excellence, how are you doing? See, Inner Excellence has a swatch from actual Russian uniform. Now, now here's the thing. I mean, you say Russian uniform, but where is it from? Is it from Kursk? Is it from Leningrad? Is it from Hungary? Is it from the Oder River? Where is that thing from? I mean, just having a Russian uniform, it has to be from the correct place. So I hope you're doing well. Let's see, half that pie. Actually, I would not mind eating the other half of that pie for you. And folks, be sure to check out the Pyro Club because I know on the 30th, right? Dices, you'll be doing Tommy, and Kathy's going to be doing her. It's going to be their kids one-off, so they will be role-playing their kids. Just get him some. Let's just get him some green here for his skin tones. And do we do some more? Let's just do more mimes. Let's give him some more mime-ish type stuff. But I'm gonna have to make Kathy some red. She'll be very disappointed if she doesn't have red. Now that's a bonus for me because it means I get to eat a whole, well, any leftover frosting, of course. Let's see. Yeah, I think we're gonna do another mime. Let's do another mime of Moria here. So let's just give him his little stripy shirt. Little stripy shirt here. Okay. Boom. His wee little hat. And we've got plenty of white frosting, so we'll use some of that. I suppose I could have made this guy a Smurf. We have blue. We could have made him a Smurf. Let's give him his little white stripes here, like so. Oh, what the heck? We'll make him a mime of Moria. Maybe we'll even give him white shoes. Now, is he going to be a very happy? Oh, what the heck? Maybe we can make him happy here. It's going to be a happy mime of Moria. There, he's apparently he's very happy. Do we give him what kind of? Do we have some? Wow, those are going to be some seriously evil eyes right there. Yeah, we're going to do that. Seriously evil eyes. Give him a white nose here. There. He has no pants right now, but maybe. I mean, it is. I don't know. It's French, so maybe there's not quite so much. Obviously, there's a little bit of more laissez-faire, so maybe that's why he doesn't need any pants. We'll get him a little bit of a green trim on his hands there. Maybe he needs some kind of buttons here, so maybe we'll do that. Yeah, and each of his little white stripes there. Okay. So yeah, it's the no pants mime right now. Maybe we will give him some trousers here. Well, we have some blue. Well, she'll have plenty of blue. She has lots of snowflakes. I think we made a bunch of snowflakes, so she'll be able to decorate those with all the blue here. We haven't had too many issues with the crystals. Oh, that's I'm missing the end of his little hat over here, like so. Um, that looks weird. Oh, here we go. We got one of these guys there. Oh, there's Kathy. She can open up the door. Oh, because she's all done. You see the cookies. There's the. Oh, that's never mind. That's why. Oh wait, he needs something for his belt. Well, Kathy's gonna be decorating whales tomorrow. Those are the only ones I did. So I figured I'm doing the trains and some of the ornaments and stuff and the specialty guys. And then of course we got Bobos and Trunkos and stuff. Yeah, Kathy she got to finally see the cookies firsthand now, so she just got to look at them. Oh my goodness. Oh, here let's we got our okay. So let's compare our Mordor horsey next to where's Snowman. Here he is. So Nazgul and Snowman right there. Now Steela says hi, Kathy. See, Thistle said he had white paints but dropped him like a rifle. Or white pants. Okay, there we go. Now Molotov Bob Cookie. He's a happy little mime. I don't know. Let's see if we can turn one of those. See if I can find another soldier and we can maybe turn him into Rohan Royal Guard or something like that. See if I can find a soldier in here. Ah, there must be more soldiers. Oh, maybe a tree. All right, we got bells that we're saving for Kathy. We got gingerbread man. Okay, there is another tree. There's some more horses. There's another train. Oh, it could be a hype train. Oh, that's what it should be. That's what it should be. Okay, so I think we got plenty of gingerbread men type things for Kathy. So let's see if we can find us another one of our soldiers. Okay, that's plenty. Oh, there's a bunch of trees in here for Kathy. There we go. Let's see if we can make him a Rohan Royal Guard or something like that. He's a happy little mime, all right, that's for sure. He's showing you just how happy he is. All right, cookies over there. So let's do another one of our trees here, and let's see if we can make this not catch on fire. So tree, green. There's my little hole right there. So as always, I gotta take this, just like, it's like putting an agitator, right, in your oil paint jars. You gotta put an agitator in there. We've got to move all this stuff down here. But let's try and give this tree a little bit of texture here, shall we? Let's try and give this thing a little bit of texture here. All right. So if you guys would like to see this every year around the holidays or something like that, I mean, I I think this was fun. I think people got a kind of a kick out of this. So if you would like to see this some more, I can certainly try to keep doing this. Yeah, this should be interesting. I'm gonna alternate my green right here. So I think the people have spoken. That means that Kathy and I are going to do this every single year. Forever and ever, we'll have to do the cookie decorating stream. Because, yeah, Kathy, she's got 3 o'clock tomorrow, right? Your normal time. Kathy will be decorating all kinds of fun cookies tomorrow. Of course, we got to always keep them. Well, it's interesting because just like how our palates are different, Kathy and I, we would look at each other's cookies and go, holy smokes, I never thought of that. And I'd look at her cookies like on the snowflakes and stuff and I'd say, man, why the heck didn't I think of that? But of course, as always, This is, we don't mix here. We only mix on the cookies. We do not mix on the palette here, which actually you might want one of these things for when you're doing yours tomorrow. 3 p.m. Central, everybody. Ah, this I haven't done before, so that's kind of fun. Good night. I think Kathy might go off to turn into a pumpkin depending what time. Oh, it's almost 10 o'clock, so I think she's going to turn into a pumpkin. Let's see. Definitely, and by the way, you can find some pretty cool cookie molds for 3D printing. Oh yeah, Steela, she has a couple of like a tentacle things, like Cthulhu tentacles. We did have a beholder, but unfortunately we just didn't have enough cookie dough because those things tend to be gigantic and they just kind of take up a lot of the cookie dough. And she wanted to have more smaller cookies. So yeah, we couldn't use those. Those tend to be pretty darn big. They take up an awful lot. Okay. So this is kind of neat. Actually, I haven't tried doing something like this before. So that's pretty fun. Okay. And then we'll try and get something on the top of that for some sort of a star. Where's my other green? Where's that black? Nope, that's my other green. Let's see. Mini Grinder Studios says toilet paper ball into all the merry wipe. Oh, gee whiz. Yeah, we'll have to have somebody hold and roll of toilet paper there. The Christmas roll. Let's see what we can do here with just a little bit of our green to finish that off. Like so. Give this thing a nice little top right there. And let's get some more of our... respect the sprinkles, baby. Let's see if we can make some let's see if we can make some candles. Let's see what we can do and make ourselves some candles here. Okay, and we'll just we'll throw a couple of these out, and then we'll use our little pieces of. I think I'll throw out a couple more of my little pieces of gold, whatever those are, gold sprinkles. And hopefully these are more UL approved candles right here, instead of those other ones that started the tree on fire. Because that's not good holiday cheer having a tree on fire. I think we need one more candle on here. Over there. How's about some ornaments on this thing? Let's get some red ones on here too. Like that. Whoops. Not right on top of the candle. That's not a good place for an ornament. That's not safe. There. There. And where's my... I'm going to get some more of these out here. We will respect the sprinkles. That's a lot of sprinkles. That's a little bit more than I was anticipating. I also have to, I think, clean off my tool there, or my here. There we go. Oh, what the heck? I'm going to spread these out, because some of these tend to be... Oh, there's a nice red one. I know what that's doing in with all my gold. Looking for some more gold sprinkles in here that are big enough to serve as some candle flames. Candle there. There is, ironically enough, there is a working time with this. At a certain point, you can't stick any more stuff on here. Here's our, there it is. Another flame there. Oh, we need another flame over here. So let's do that. Let's move there. There's a piece. That's going to be nice. Flame right there. So I think all, oh, nope, we still have one more candle that needs a flame. So we got all of our flame now. Let's see if we can do this without lighting the entire tree on fire. Ah, that's better. We respect the sprinkles. We don't use too much is too much, right? Less is more, and more is way too much. Ah, look at that. That's better. Okay. Little more sprinkle there. So that's more like it. Now I'm wondering, look at this crazy texture here. Let's see what happens with this stuff. Here we go. It's raining green flaky things. Green flaky things. Tree trunk. Brown frosting. Well, what's left of it anyway? I can see how much we've actually used a lot of this. I was not expecting to use this much of it. I made a double batch of this frosting too. I am not kidding. That's a double batch of that frosting. Well, I'll catch you later, Dragon Eye. I'm glad that this was fun for you, because we were hoping it would be, and not just too weird for people. But thanks for watching and hanging out. Ah, look at those crazy little green things. Oh, wait. Let's do something here. A blue there, and a little bit of white sprinkly things up there. So okay, there we go. Yeah, another tree. So we got, and we have some trains here that we can do yet. We haven't done a plaid train yet. That was very fun. And then Galadriel. We can do a Lady Galadriel here. Okay. Let's do some of this. See what we can do just with textures. Just with textures here. Now the wings go this way, and now the rest. And you can see how it's wanting to wander all the way up to the top of the bag. This is a pretty darn big bag as well. All right. There we go. And now let's do something different this way. Crazy enough, it can actually make a difference. The direction that this stuff goes in, it really can make a difference. Where's our gold? There it is. I'm definitely going to have to make Kathy another yellow color, so she has two of those to work with. So if it's going to be, I guess this is going to be Galadriel that was not tempted by the ring, because we'd need some different colors if this was Galadriel tempted by the ring, wouldn't we? Okay. And let's start to add some stuff here. Let's respect these sprinkles. Get some more of our, oops, separate that a little bit. Is this the right one? That's the right one. There we go. Can you see this? I think you can. So instead of trying to draw some stuff here, I am just going to take these little pieces of sprinkles, and I'm just going to draw with the pieces of sprinkles. Just cause. Because I can do that. Here's some nice little, and just like with oils, layering, right? We're not layering, but it's really important to think in advance a little bit, because if I throw the sprinkles on here, the frosting, there's nothing left for these things to stick to. So these got to come on first, right? It's kind of like with weathering. Weathering has stages to it. There's that. You know, I'm gonna just take a little bit more white here. Hey, mishap damage, how you doing? Oh, we got. Which one should we do as the? Should this be the hype train? We'll make this the hype train. We will be doing a hype train. We're just kind of, I don't know if this is sort of a Lady Galadriel or not. So how you doing there, mishap damage? Where is my, oh, there it is. We'll just give her a little bit of this now. Along here. Ah, see that? Texture, baby. Gotta give it some texture. Same over here. And where's my other, look at this. We even have those larger thing, but I think we're going to do a little bit of a gold here along the edge. And what did Gimli want, right? He wanted just a lock of her golden hair. So we'll make her hair a little bit more gold there. Because why not? And I'm going to see if I can just, no, I was thinking of doing a little bit of a cheaty thing, but we'll have to do this the old-fashioned way, I think. I think we got to do this the old-fashioned way and not have fuzz on that. We'll have to do that the old-fashioned way and give her some eyes this way. I guess she's going to have, wow, she's going to have some pink eye, I guess. No, how about blue? If I can grab this thing. So one, this should be a very interesting looking face right here. And do we have any red sprinkles that might work? What's, here we go. Just throw some of this stuff out here. So the best thing is I get to eat all this stuff that's spread out on my cloth here. Well, we don't really have much. Oh, we do have a little bit of a smiley. Well, here we go. If we want a happy angel, apparently Galadriel is very happy about something. I don't know, but she's happy about something. Maybe we'll give her a little bit of a, well, belt there. Maybe. Okay. Now let's do, I'm not sure why angels need buttons, but maybe they need to get out of their clothes really fast. I didn't know the angels really needed clothes, but apparently they do. I'm glad you're doing well there, Miss Half Damage. All right. More. We must respect our sprinkles. We should do that this way. A sprinkle there. Minus the fuzz. Get that lint off of there. All right, so we got ourselves a crazy looking happy little angel with maybe a little bit of shading. Maybe we do a little bit more down here. Maybe we do a little bit more for the dress here and make that stand out. So more texture, more better. And of course, for the folks that haven't had a chance to see it, we've got quite the Lord of the Rings theme evening here. Of course, we have our Barad-dûr, which that still doesn't want to stay together. I think I just have to leave that sit. All right, so let's see if we can do ourselves like a hype train of some kind here. Let's see, does the hype train need to be blue? Maybe it does. Not sure why we got a blue hype train, but it's going to be a blue hype train. Yeah, we'll just, I'm not sure, again, not sure why it's going to have to be blue. We also have to get rid of a little bit of a crystal in there. Aha, there it was. Nasty little crystal there. And now it should come out of your new there we go. See how it just comes out of their new problem now? New problem. Until the next crystal forms. Now let's spread all this out here. This is going to be one crazy train right here. Going to be one crazy... Well, what the heck. We're just going to have to make more red tomorrow anyway. Might as well use up a bunch of this here. It might be a red, white, and blue train. I don't know. Might just be a red, white, and blue train. We did our yellow or red roof before, so let's do some more of that. Here. Okay. I think we still have a little bit of our black left that we can use. That's green. There's our black. Boy, we really went through this, didn't we? There is not much there. I have to make a whole another batch of frosting tomorrow. And you got these some fresh colors for. Okay. There. And sorry if my big old hands are in the way. I apologize. Here, let's get our little smokestack there. Wow, oh my goodness, actually, we're starting to get to some of the white frosting that wasn't quite mixed here. That's how little there's left of this. It's instead of black, it's more like gray. Okay, and then maybe it just runs like so. I'm looking. Let's see if I can grab just a couple of more of these big old guys here. I just needed a couple of red ones. No, let's go with green. Green there. Green there. And what shall we use for our hype train? Do we do that with yellow? We'll just do it with white, I suppose. First, condition the bag again. Oh my gosh, that's a lot of white in there. We need a light here, of course. If it's going to be a hype train, it's got to have a light on it. All right, and let's see if we can't just write something on here. Of course, we could try and do it with our little pieces of sprinkles. That seems to work really well. Let's finish off that part of our Y. Hopefully we've spelled it correctly. Sometimes you just gotta drag that frosting along. And now we have ourselves an edible hype train. Come on, E. There we go. All right. So, hype train. Even give it some sprinkles. There we go. Why sprinkles? I have no idea why. But it just felt right. Where is, here we go. All right. So we got ourselves our hype train now. Choo choo, there it is. Another one of these guys. Can we make this one? So again, we've got our Molotov guy, we got some Marines. Oh, thanks, Stila. Can we make him look a little bit more Rohan-y? Maybe if we give him some green here. I mean, maybe he's got to be Royal Guard or something like that. Now I'm just gonna, again, we gotta take all this frosting here that's kind of squeezed out to the other parts. Move this down to where we can actually use it. There. Yeah, the nutmeg cookie recipe things, they're always going to be, you'll be able to see the design so much easier on these things. Okay, so, I mean, if he's gonna be from Andorras here, let's maybe, if he's gonna be Royal Guard, we gotta give him some gold on that helmet there. We won't give him epaulets. I don't think they would have those. Let's see if we can do something a little bit different here. Okay. Perhaps some brown trousers here. Remember, we don't mix. We mix here. We do not mix on the palette. We just store our colors there. That's all that we do. Okay. Like so. There. And of course, they've got to have long hair, right? Because, I mean, that's Edoras, of course. They all got to have long hair. Maybe he's not so sad. Maybe the Westfold hasn't fallen yet. Is there anything left of that black that I can use? Maybe a tiny bit left. Maybe we'll give him some boots here of some kind. And I might even, yeah, Sky Earth non-metallic for his helmet. Well, let's just give him some blue here for the heck of it. Some blue just for funsies. And okay. Then of course he needs that white mane. Right, where's our Royal Guard here? So we gotta give him his gotta give him that white mane head crest, right? Or plume or whatever. So let's see if we can do that here. Alright. A nice little crazy plume like so. Not sure if they would have gloves, but they would probably have a sword. So here we'll just have him holding a sword. Something like this. Let's give it a little bit of gold on the handle here, just for fun. There. So apparently he's got that. And then I guess we don't fire till we see the whites of their eyes. So we'll just give him, I don't know why his eyes are white. Apparently he's really, really mad about something. And we'll just, I don't know, we'll put a couple of these on here. Not sure why, but they'll just go there. Let's see, they can be candles, and now they can just be something for armor, I guess. And I guess now we'll just have to, here, let's give them some kind of weird, special decorative Rohan elements like that. There we go. Certainly, yes. So actually, I that well now I'm actually well I'm running out of frosting on some things, and I'm also actually also running out of cookies. I think what we'll have to do here is we'll review what we have done so far. Where's our so again we kind of started off with our demon there. Then we moved on to some Mordor and so look at that. Look at that. And of course our gingerbread door. I mean, of course. So I'm gonna while I'm thinking 1 second, I'm just gonna get myself a little bit of frosting on this and still try to really glue this thing down here. There we go. Maybe that'll stick. Of course, tank battles. It's a world of tanks here. Where's our Dauntless Die Bomber that's going to come in? Whoops. There, now you can see it. And of course, where's our Molotov guy? Where is our Molotov guy? I think he's over here now. We need our Molotov to be in this picture here too. There you are. There he is, baby. Fearsome Red Army soldier, of course. And last but certainly not least, we had Theoden and Snowmane. Snowmane. So, folks, I hope that again, I will try and stream again on Thursday. I'm not sure what people will be doing or whatever, but I will try to do what I can Thursday and Friday. And Kathy she will be continuing the cookie decorating stuff. She will be doing that tomorrow at 3 p.m. Central. So I just want to say thanks to our moderator. I think we'll raid Dr. Faust Painting Clinic, and that's going to be really interesting, going from cookie decorating to hopefully some miniature painting. Oh, thanks, Steele. I'm glad that you liked it, and hopefully I will see you guys all on Thursday and or Friday. So thanks again, everybody here. Let's get the raid going, and I'll certainly be posting pictures here to the Instagram. Let's all thank our moderator, Armored Wolf, and be sure to check out his Etsy page and all that good stuff. Here's our raid.